This is Mark Surprise. It's time for the Lion to move. God bless. Blessed love. Yes, Lion Voice Network.
Amina, the time has come for the lioness to tell our own story. No surrender, no retreat, we are Jaja soldier. Rougher than the streets, tougher than a boulder. Bigging up Lion's voice. Now put it, I Jollifer said that.
This is
the Abyssinians.
The time has come for the lions to tell our own story. This is
the Lion's Voice. They had no fear at all. It was easy, it must God, it was God, let him be praised. It must God, it was God, let him be praised.
What are you waiting for? Come together, calling from near and far. Know who you are. What are you waiting for? Rally up, it takes the dust. What are you waiting for? Ancestors paved the way for us. Yes, I am Ketis Oyonde, asking, what are you waiting for to come together? The time has come for the lions to tell our own story. This is the Lion's Voice.
African pride, root of all nations, boy. I tried with the lion, the Rastafari. Lion of it tried with lioness like I do. Empress on the front line, we need you. Well, this is Medicine, the steady one, and you are now tuned in to the Lion's Voice Network. What the lion fought for do? Scorch them. Roast and parch them.
Empress Manel, and a young scientist. Your role universally unfold. Be told, Blessed love, this is Itege Idama, and it's time for the lioness and the lion's voices to be heard. This is the Lion's Voice, Rastafari.
Greetings, this is Warrior King, and the time has come for the lions and the lioness to tell their own story. This is the Lion's Voice. Give thanks and praise for the wonderful blessing that's been poured on me. Give thanks and praise. Jah use as an instrument to set the people free. Jah give her the powers to chant. Jah give her the powers to chant. Rastafari, the Lion's Voice.
The fittest of the fittest shall survive. People, open your eyes. Wake up. Blessed love, this is Queen Omega representing for all lions and lionesses. With the Lion's Voice, we come to tell our story. Rastafari, live it. Hey, the Lion's Voice, Rastafari.
Yeah, David Trent of Steel Pulse, and I'm saying hail to the Lion Voice, because it's time that the lion have its voice, have its own story. Says I'm stepping out here, hear me now. Yeah, the Lion's Voice. Raw.
Well, Lion Voice, tell them that's the people first choice. Lion Voice, make
the lioness, them feel nice. Lion voice, with the lion cubs we sacrifice. Lion voice, got to show the people them the light. Lion voice.
This is culture sound, a Rastaman sound, positive sound.
Culture sound system with DJ Culture Father TG.
And now you're in tune to the culture sound, Rasta sound.
Culture sound, because I'm DJ Culture Father TG.
I help coming from the true living eyes, Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie the First, who created Zion and earth. He shall not suffer and I foot to be moved. I hold, he that keepeth Ethiopia shall neither slumber nor sleep. Well, youths in the streets right now, riots in your town now, Babylon them burning down. One bad police right now, riots in your town now, Babylon them burning down. No justice, no peace right now, riots in your town now, Babylon them burning down. The fire now cease right now, riots in your town now, Babylon them burning down. The youths them rise against brutality, man a kill another man for your salary. Them train them at the shooting gallery, black and loot, you might lose all your family. Them defend white supremacy, so them see the African as them enemy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say culture sound
like this for centuries, them sick mentally. That's why we have the out in the streets right now. Riots in your town now, Babylon them burning down. One bad police right now, riots in your town now, Babylon them burning down. No justice, no peace right now, riots in your town now, Babylon them burning down. The fire now cease right now, riots in your town now, Babylon them burning down. Them said them tired of the looting.
iRoots Records, an online shop for reggae and dub vinyl, CDs and Rastafari books. Rastafari owned and operated for over 15 years. We ship worldwide. We have many titles from Frontline Publications in stock. We have 50 plus Akabeka Midnight titles, which we believe is the most of any shop in the world. Special invite for the Lion Pride. Use code Lion's Voice and save 10% store-wide. If you spend $125 or more, the discount goes up to 15%. Visit us online at www.irootsrecords.com. The time has come.
321 Productions and RBG Alliance presents the 3rd annual Conscious Reggae Concert Family Unity Fest, featuring the Abyssinians, Aisha Bell, Mary Isaacs, Ragalux, I Brave, and many more at the Jammings in New Kingston. 2,500 pre-sold, 3,000 at the door. Children under 12 for free. Don't miss the Abyssinians live in Kingston, Jamaica. Can't be missed. History.
In the haunting echoes of violence against women in St. Anne, Jamaica, a mysterious vigilante emerges. For the Woman Painted Purple unfolds a gripping narrative of empowerment, retribution, and the pursuit of justice. Brenda and her group sisters bond together in therapy over their common struggles, but soon their group becomes the subject of an investigation. As the vigilante's actions escalate, the relentless detective, Officer Woodley, races to unmask the mystifying figure. For the Woman Painted Purple is a pulse-pounding tale that explores the boundaries of justice, revenge, and the fighting spirit. This thrilling saga delves into the complexities of dealing with mental health, coping with domestic abuse, and finding love after. Own your copy today. Visit www.devonnygreen.com.
Greetings in that divine name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I the First. Glory and honor in the name of his chosen queen, Empress Waziri Menen. My name is Kwasi Banso, aka the Chazmach Kwasi, aka Ras Kwasi, aka the Reading Ras, aka the Pan-African Happy Man. Creative industry attorney. I'm an author, I'm an artist, I'm an actionist, and right now I am the host of Lion Talk Live. Welcome to Lion Talk Live, and welcome to the Lion Voice Network, where the lions are telling our own story. Tonight, special episode, we are celebrating reaching the milestone of 70,000 subscribers. We are almost at 75,000. We'll probably hit 75,000 tomorrow. But we want to honor the milestones. As the item know, every time we do a 10,000 milestone, we invite the Lion Pride. So if you're new here, every time we hit a 10,000 milestone, we have an episode where we open up the platform and we check the temperature of the global family, you know, because what we have done here is that we have built a community here. We have a community that we have built, and that is what makes this special. This is not just a platform, it's a community of global reach now. 53 members of our Patreon family. We're going to be talking about that. We're doing our first grant program in the coming days. On Sunday, we're going to have our first grant recipient. So we're doing things. And one of the things that I want to just share with the family is that when we built this platform, it wasn't just to reason. You know, reasoning and the education is critical, but that is not the only reason. I wanted this to be a platform that we can leverage the audience and get things done. As an event promoter, I know, and as a Rastafari event promoter in the nonprofit sector for a decade, plus 2 decades, we know how difficult it is to find sponsorship for Rastafari events. So I also wanted to build a platform that eventually can be a sponsor for major Rastafari events, and then also provide that footage and the coverage. So even though we're at 70,000 subscribers to it's a baby platform. We're still just learning to crawl. We're still not a full-time platform. That's another thing we're going to talk about tonight. My goal is to get this to where I can be full-time. I can afford myself and my queen to livicate our full-time. This is a family business, but we want to be able to livicate the full-time and then eventually to hire staff and have a world-class media operation, multimedia. So across all media, not just YouTube, but documentaries, blockbuster film, animation, you know what I mean? The whole scope, but from a Rastafari worldview, you know what I mean? Rastafari anime, all them something that we can do it, and we have to do it. We have been called to do it by our youth. If we want to hold the youth, then we have to speak in their language, and we know the power of media, what it has done to program our youths globally. So if we want to counter program and to create that Zion landscape, we're going to have a robust media apparatus. And I'm glad to say that I'm one of the architects of the modern Rastafari media manifestation. We're going to have some other media, legendary media, prayerfully call in today and block a sound as well. We have some special guests coming in from, you know, say, I not gonna just come here and come talk. We have special guests coming in, some legendary guests too, you know what I mean, who are legends in their own right. So we want to just share that energy. I'm going to drop the invitation in the chat, and we're just going to ask one to come up, block a sound of solidarity. Also, feel free to promote your business, your product, your service, because one of the things that this platform is also is an economic engine, not just for the Bansu family, but for all of us who have products or service. That 70,000 now represents an audience, a potential ecosystem of people who can purchase your product or service, who can support, who can come to your event, and they have been attracted by their love for the Emperor Haile Selassie I. They've been attracted by their Pan-African views, because, you know, that's all we do here. You know what I mean? We hold a tight niche, you know, till people all are write me and say why we can't see some white Rastafari brethren and sisters on your platform and this and that. And I have to tell them that this platform was created with a specific purpose in mind, which was to feed the Pan-African root of the movement, which I, as someone who lived this, see being weakened, and I don't see any or very little, let me say very little because he's not extremist, but very little being poured forward to preserve that root of Rastafari with its Pan-African, the soil that it springs from is a Pan-African soil firmly. And while we see Africa emerging, you want to tell me we can't have a strict Pan-African platform to engage with this emerging Africa and this vibration. And I give thanks because we do have a lot of brethren who are of European descent in our Patreon who support the platform, who know the mission unapologetically. So, you know what I mean? And the only reason that I'm here, I keep address this because I do get ones that reach out to I constantly, you know what I mean? So I always want to make it clear my love, and I'm encouraging the brethren of European descent to create their own channels and let us partner. We'll push it out too, because I do think that we need our brethren and sisters in Europe who don't know the name of the emperor to see people who look like them, who have done the research, who have lived the trod, because this thing forgot to the four corners of creation. Same with our Japanese brethren and sisters, same with our Chinese. When Rastafari hit China, what a war, you know what I mean? But the knowledge have to spread, and it's spread easier once one can see, a child can see one that reflects how they look, speaking to them in their language, so all of us have our lane, and together, when we come together, it's a mighty force. So this is unity, and unity does not mean uniformity. So I want to just establish that ground rule that we are one perfect love, and love alone is going to carry us, but we are holding a very specific lane, and you're going to see a lot more Pan-African content. We're going to be getting some of the heavy hitters, the Pan-African elders on the platform. So stay tuned. You start see we're diversifying the guests. That was always part of the plan. And again, a lot of the Pan-African don't know Rastafari vibes and energy, or they're not used to someone who can stand up and defend the emperor within a Pan-African scope, because a lot of the Pan-Africans have the emperor as a sellout, just being real. And you know what I mean? So I take it as I'm on duty if you go stand up with facts and stand up in these, amongst our Pan-African family, and ensure that they don't leave out the emperor from their reasoning. That's the missing piece from Rastafari and from the Pan-African leadership. We have a problem with leadership, and Haile Selassie represent that, you know what I mean? And big up every charismatic elder, big up every sister. I love them all, but I tell people, until I meet a one who have the same resume as Kadamawi Haile Selassie I, Haile Selassie alone, I'm on really a follow. And you can't stray me from that, you know what I mean? I don't care how charismatic the LM Congo long down on him, you know what I mean? When I check the resume side of Kadamawi, it don't compare, you know what I mean? So the teaching of His Majesty, that is what I'm on defend. We agree to disagree with my brethren and my sister because we love each other. And you go your way. And the only thing is that when we meet 10 years from now, I want to see what you accomplish with your philosophy and what it build. You know what I mean? And I will be glad to show what we build following the teaching of His Majesty, because I'm going to tell you about Lion Voice Network. We reach 70,000 subscribers. We are going to tell you about that. You understand? Because it's real and it's here. And we never compromise along the way. Over 1,000 pieces of content on the channel, over 1,100,000 views for the life of the channel. We are, building a legacy. 100,000 views per month we're doing right now across the channel on YouTube. So, you know what I mean? I just see is blessing the vibration. We are monetized, you know what I mean? We are generating resources from the channel. Not enough, as I said, to be full time, but enough that it make it worthwhile to keep on pushing forward. But we have a lot to do. One of the things that we want to do tonight, family, I'm going to start bringing on guests. We dropped the link in the chat, so be please, if you can, just one rule: you have to camera up, you have to have your camera on, and the other thing is that no cursing. We're a family program. You slip up, we're not gonna beat you, but just balance your thing. 'Cause I know some of I, we get happy and then the F bomb them start drop from round so. You know what I mean? And I love when the little youth and the baby can listen to the platform too, So let us just be there. And we're gonna reason multiple people on the screen, one person speaking at a time, and everyone are gonna get them highlight tonight, family, because that is why we built the platform. So all of the items could have somewhere when you have something to do positive. There's a platform that's looking for that. We're not looking for the mix up and try probe into your mix up life. You keep that one side. You come on Lion Voice, you tell us about the progress you're doing. That's also very intentional. You know what I mean? Because we need that upliftment. We not too much so out there. We don't need that broadcast. You know what I mean? So that is what we're doing. All right. So I'm gonna start to bring on some of our guests. Before I do that, let me big up our sponsors. iRoots Records, big up Akashic Records. iRoots Records is one of our sponsors. They have the largest store of Akibeka. You know what I mean? They ship vinyl. They have books from Frontline Books. Make sure all of the people that we are bringing in, and we have some more sponsors coming on board in the coming strong, and we'll let you know how you can sponsor your product and build your brand globally with us. But support these brethren and sisters, because what we're doing is we're building a muscle, an economic muscle. We're building an ecosystem. You know what I mean? That's why we are encouraging that spend. Even if it's $10, you buy a pack of incense from iRoots Records, you're circulating, you know what I mean? The energy, the currency is circulating through the goodie. You know what I mean? So we want to get that habit of just circulating. Tonight, since we have reached 70,000, we're going to try to also raise $70 in the super chats. So if you have the ability to leave a super chat, Ras Roots usually come in with a $5 attribution and give thanks. But he's a lonely Ras. You know what I mean? He's one of our great Lion Pride members, Ras Roots. But he's lonely. We want at least, 7 people, $10. 14 people, $5. We want to reach $70 tonight for the 70,000 subscribers. So let's try to reach that $70 tonight, family. This is going to be a classic episode. I feel the energy already. Big up to Conscious Reggae Concert, Ija Noah, the Abyssinians. Aisha Bell is going to be joining us tomorrow. Beer Things is going to be going on. We're having a pop-up episode tomorrow with the royal sister Aisha Bell. I want to just say, if you don't know Aisha Bell, you're going to get a treat. She's coming on tomorrow, pop-up episode, Culture Over Slackness. This is a sister in all of the conscious session, when you have conscious artists. This sister that's been holding it for years and years, you know what I mean? So we're gonna find out why and how, she's been holding the line for so long. Beautiful songstress, royal sister Aisha. That's tomorrow. Also Devani Green, one of our powerful Empress authors. Her book is so mightyful. This is a book called Woman Painted Purple, you know what I mean? And it's a vigilante story, fiction novel, serious sitting. All of the authors, we are here to promote your work. So definitely feel free to reach out to us and see how we can help to promote your book. You have a new single as an artist. You're dropping some new music. Check us out. You know what I mean? But we are here as again. We're building an ecosystem and we're building a culture of spending our money with each other. As I call Ross Roots name, this is the type of person Ross Roots is. Ross Roots say you reach 70, my brother. Whole of 20. Right, that's so. You know what I mean? That is the type of person Ross Roots is. You know what I mean? So I'm not surprised if you're here for the first time. You might say, boy, Ross, serious. The Lion Pride, let me tell the item, the Lion Pride is the greatest. And when I say the Lion Pride, I'm talking about the item, who subscribe to the platform. The item are the greatest online community on the planet. I stand up for that, Me fight anyone in any comment section if them try test the Lion Pride, And we young, we's like the little prodigy, come, the internet space with just positivity, knowledge, overstanding. Our elders are there, our youths are there, Africa is there, UK is there, the globe is there in the comments. So Lion Pride, big up yourself every single time. All of the sponsors, Wally Kings, design our logo, all of the ones them who I tribute, we do give thanks. So let me bring in the first guest. Let me see. I'm going to drop the link one more time, and then I'm going to bring up our first guest for the night. All right. And my first guest is a legend. I want the item know that too. This first guest is legendary, and it speaks to the power of the platform. So please help I to welcome the first guest of the night, Royal Mother, Queen Mother Moses. Look like she's coming from up in the high holy mountains of Zion. Queen Mother Moses, can you unmute yourself there, Royal Queen?
Wow! Listen, it is not no coincidence that you choose the 70th. You know what? I turned 70.
Nobody not gonna believe you. Them not gonna believe you, Queen Mother Moses. Stop it. Stop it. Them not gonna believe
here
you.
with Malcolm X, May 19. Oh, and yes, my plane landed a couple hours ago from Jamaica. I am here in Atlanta. Yes, on my way to New York because I was blessed to have been chosen as one of 10 to be trained as ambassador for New York City Community Engagement Commission. Big thing. My children born in New York, so the item knows so we always have to give forward to where we come from. What you see for the 70th and the Pan-African, I have to talk about Global Run Pack.
Please.
What is the Global Run Pack?
Please.
Global. The run is Rastafari Unity Nation. And what is the pack? Pan-African Collective. So you see, we're right in line with the Lion's voice. It is that Pan-African Collective. And I am supposed to don't know, see. I come into this movement through Naya Bingi. But 12 tribes of Israel trained me. Jehovah's. I am a student of Dr. Vernon Carrington, Dr. Gadman. So we uphold what His Majesty said. Until the color of a man's skin is of no more significance than the color of his eyes, there shall be war. However, the only organization I and I, Holy Father, created was the Ethiopian World Federation. And that was created for the black people of the world. So I and I definitely have to have our own platform. So I and I voice can be heard in its purity. Because everything comes out of the Ethiopian woman's womb. Every ethnicity, every nation, every race. So I and I know that without apology, black, the combination of every color except white. So, yes, I am garbed in my white. No, purity is black to the fullness. And I know that. I want to have no apology for that. You're over. Because that is how we have become the thriving survivors.
Yes,
And the Rastafari Unity Nation, Pan-African Collective, created for unity in the community, with economic prosperity for the African at home and abroad.
Give thanks.
Stop to I and I.
Yes, I.
I and I, not saying all for one, one for all, operating that way. Success. Can hear what His Majesty tell us. Failure is not an option. Website. Failure is not an option. That's why I and I are creators. That's why I and I are creatives. Because before we fail, we create something new. You know, see? Definitely. And I and I have to be clear, you know, see, that we're not in no racial doctrine and no racial, that is not what this is about. But if I and I youths cannot, you know, see, have that confidence in self, that the melanin that flows through their vein is what sets us apart, is what makes us the survivors. Then
we have a unique history that has to be addressed. Unique challenges, and the healing needs to take place internally before we can join the human family in that fullness of who we are. We have to heal.
Definitely.
We have to heal.
Without apology.
Without apology.
Without apology. You know, see, and I have no apology, Jehovah's, no apology for a black agenda, a black platform, a black African story, Jehovah's, because I repatriated to South Africa in 2002.
Yes.
Same time, I was invited to be the founding Queen Mother of the Southern African Youth Movement by a young 21-year-old. 21-year-old Umzwaki Sugutla, a Zulu youth who at 21 years old was the consultant and advisor to the presidents of the continent. And why did he invite me? He, you know, at the time, it was President Mbeki. He was in power. And President Mbeki envisioned that he needed the advice of the greatest Pan-African minds of the world. And he went to every continent to choose. You understand? He had his stakeholders and whatever. And the ordinance, yes, your humble little servant, born in a cassava piece.
Yes.
Up the hill from the gully back.
Queen, anytime I meet anybody who's mentioned cassava piece, you know, the first thing I give them know Queen Mother Moses, you know, because I check Queen Mother Moses a cassava piece, and my sister she are the Queen Mother of a cassava piece for true. You know what I mean? So
and the judge was Kwasi. Yes. Them know so when you come at my gates from the hill in a cassava piece, I want me give you for eat out of my garden.
Boy, it was a time, but me know say me did happy.
Cane.
Yes,
You get cane out
yes,
of the
yes,
garden. You
yes,
overs.
yes,
So you
yes.
know, say, I and I know that the first culture is what?
Agriculture.
Agriculture.
Stick a pin. If you're in the chat, please turn on your camera to come on the stage. You have to have on your camera. I stick a CDI. Turn on your camera. Bobo Shaba, turn on your camera. We need to see some visuals. We're going to have a nice time tonight. Don't worry yourself. I see Abyssinian manager Julia on the line. Big up yourself. Pam J is here. We're going to have a nice time, family. We're going to have a nice time. Turn on your camera, I stick, and Bobo Shaba. You have to have on your camera. We're dropping the link in the comments. This is a celebration. Also, I do want to mention that we did have a great tragedy in the community. I bona fide, you know what I mean, Queen Mother and Sister, Queen Ifea, our prayers are with the family. There's a gathering happening right now. So we also want to just recognize how serious the time is and why us coming together in this hour is not it's not a if or a but, it's a must. We must come together in this hour. And I just want to send Isis to the family of our royal queen, and all those, because you know, I've heard from several ones they're dealing with serious situations with family and brethren and sisters. So I do want to recognize that as we celebrate these milestones, you know what I mean, we know that it's in the midst of great tribulation. We know the Armageddon is real. The Armageddon is here. And this is why Rastafari media emerging in this hour. It's not a coincidence. And we're gonna have some of the other Rastafari media platforms come in as well. I won't say who, just in case we don't see them. But you know, we've invited a couple other of the owners of the other platforms to just come and bless up the family. Big up yourself, Bongo Wisely. Let me give Ras Pam J a chance. Just
Because definitely I am not going to be hugging the mic tonight. I want to be a participant also. Because, you know, it's all for one and one for all. Operating that way is success. You know, see? That is the Ubuntu of I am because we are. No matter how we start humble, we can expand to the biggest level. Because I and I had started in one classroom at the University of Pretoria. Now we own our own office complex in South Africa. We have whole people's home. We have youth rehabilitation center. We put up farms. We give women all kinds of opportunity, young farmers, etc. So take it away. I am here. Empress Queen Mother Moses. So blessed to be a part of this collective.
Yeah, man. One order. So, Ras Pam J, big up yourself. Tell the people what the I do, what's going on with the eye. You know what I mean? Give thanks for the eye coming in and support.
Yes, I. Greetings, everyone. Can the eye hear I come to? Am I coming too forward? Yes, I. Give thanks. Yes, I. Yes, I. Greetings to all of I and I worldwide. I, man, come from Liberia, West Africa. But anytime the I, Rasquasi, comes forward with celebrating this milestone the I reach every so often, I and I must be there. See? So that's why I'm here. I'm here to give the energy to all of I and I worldwide for the healing. I'm a transformation coach. My job through my whole life is just overcoming adversities. You see? And not giving up and letting ones know the light is not at the end of the tunnel, at the beginning of the tunnel. So I wants to keep that in the front of their mind And I just am here to remind ones and ones that we are healers, we are creators, just like the eye is doing, creating world for I and I. So I just want to make sure that all of I and I is locked in because this is the future.
Yes.
All right. This is the future. So if ones wants to know more about I, just go to palmjeveryday.com. I am the transformation coach, and I want you to go do more research. I have communities, and I'm still building because we are creators. Just like the I said, we have to create ecosystems for I and I so we can reason and for joy. And we can cultivate I and I youths and minds of I and I next generation.
Serious.
And not only here in the States, but in the diaspora, all over where I and I there. See, that's what I'm here for, to remind the item. So I give thanks to Ras Kwasi for just being the forebearer of this mission, this true mission that the I just keep coming forward with the strength to bring I and I to the world and for the world to hear our messages. So I give thanks. That's why I'm always here for the I when the I is doing things like this. Thanks. I man will always be here. So give thanks.
And I give thanks. One of our Lion Voice Patreon members, Pam J, supports not just talk. The brethren supports the channel, super chats, and also we're trying to get to $70 tonight. We have $20 already, $50 more in the super chat. Big up Ross Roots, who set the pace every episode. He said, "Come on, run it up, Lion Pride. Every mickle make a mucker." You see me? I say, yeah, and this is what we're about. We're exercising an economic muscle, family, and we're being strategic. I see someone in the chat say, "Why don't you address Jamaica politics and this?" The focus that we have here is internal. We're not ready to take on any external adversary right now. We have to fix up our house, clean up our house as Rastafari, the Pan-African community. Yeah, we might mention for educational purposes, but we're not take on no external adversary until we build our own economics. You can't go to war without economics. That is a basic. So we have to build among each other. And this is what we are about here. We are about that healing, that building. Lion Love is coming forward. Devani Green said, "Listen to me, Ras. You think Grassroots alone? You think it's a balance?" And she's one of our sponsors, so she's not just talking with our mouth either. You understand? This is the community that we're building. This is the power that we have. And remember my vision. 50,000 people, $10 to the guests, $500,000 a guest can just come on the platform, get capitalized and go off and do their work. You understand? This is the power that we have if we harness the power of community across land and sea. And it only costs $10 for an individual. So I want us to, I'm going to keep on chanting that until we make it happen. Because we have the power to fund our revolution. But we need the numbers, we need the numbers. I'm going to go to the Elder Rasta Chihuahua. Introduce yourself and just bless up the family. One of my favorite now classic episodes, the man take out a piece of guitar pan them, in front of a piece of fireside, the man they recreate the classic. So introduce yourself and bless up the family.
Those of you who don't know, this is the black man's time. And I'm here to let you know, got to let you know, well, yes, harmonious unity of creation, Chihuahua, fearless arrow, or chosen. I'm honored to be here on the Lion Voice and speaking, communicating with my family globally and locally, all around, you know. What must I say? We almost have a standard of existence, a standard of living, and that standard is to be true. True to yourself, true to the truth, to love the truth, not at war with anyone, you know, to kind of respond to a political energy that I felt just now. We're not political. I'm not a political. I'm just a man, and so given the power to have dominion over all things, it's created by the Almighty Jah. So you know, I'm just here to share and spread the word of right action, spread the word of morality instead of immorality, spread the word and the works of righteousness instead of unrighteousness. You know, clean hands and feet and a pure heart. Decipher what is going on so we don't get pulled into the confusion and the pollution and the toxicity of this modern era coming to an end.
Yes, I.
You know, Conscious Reggae Concert, 3rd annual family fair.
Yes, I.
Is a place and an entity in which I'm on spirit and soul and heart. You know, from the bottom to the top of our heart is a part of this CRC and many other things, which as a warrior, you know, we don't divulge everything on the media platforms and things. But as you see in my rear view, you see the coconut and the sugar cane and thing. The agriculture, you know, becomes our greatest ally. You know, food, clothes, and shelter. We don't need permission to provide our own food, clothes, and shelter. That's number one. So what are we doing?
Yes, I.
Yes, I.
This is a part of the economics that we speak of. It's part of the finance that we speak of. We have this right, you know, and even as Rasta.
Yes.
Yes, I.
It goes even deeper because we have the one called the ganja.
Yes, I.
Which is a part of our economics, our economy. So it's not just a sacrament. Who have the right to tell a man what is his sacrament?
Yes.
You know, nobody not advertise and market ganja more than the Rasta
Yes, I.
family nation, more than the Jamaican indigenous man, woman, and child. So, you know, they don't, you know, those who dare to conjure up some idea of intricate illusion that, yeah, you know, sacrament, you know. Okay, that's the half of the story, but what about the full story? Sacrament, yes, but also economy. It's the Rasta economy is the ganja. The Rasta economy is the revolutionary music of reggae that changes hearts and minds and conditions, you know. So I know it is a part of the great change that is not invented by myself or any of those affiliated with me. This change is a natural thing. It's an authentic thing. It's an organic thing. And I just give thanks that I'm here on this platform. I have an opportunity to share. That's what we're here for, right? To share. Because we care and we don't fear. You know. So we warrior.
Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. Bongo Wisely.
Yes, I.
Bongo Wisely. Want to hear from our elder from St. Lucia. Bongo Wisely. Yeah, it's there. I see Yes, I hear the eye now.
I see the eye. Yes, I hear the eye now.
Rastafari. Yeah, well, I have some kind of electrical issues there. You might be seeing my face a bit dark because of the light, you know.
Yes, yes.
So but how is the?
Yes, yes.
Okay, look like it's a little delayed. Yeah,
I'm not hearing the eye.
Okay,
I'm hearing you now. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a reverb.
Yes. Introduce yourself, Bongo Wisely.
Like a reverb. Yes. Introduce yourself, Bongo Wisely. And
Rastafari. Yes, I see. To be on the Lion Voice Network this evening, subscribers, you know, it is an honor, you know, for it to blossom. I'm Bongo Wisely. The indigenous name is Ayanola, but then the colonial name is St. Lucia. So I give thanks for the opportunity as an elder within the Nyabingi house and also within the organization for the advancement of Rastafari, which is the ICA institution. I give thanks for the opportunity to be here to share with ones and ones and to celebrate, you know, the success of the Lion Pride Network, you know, at this time. Looking forward to have a productive little discussions with ones and ones who are tuned in at this time as we look to glorify the name of Kadamawi Haile Selassie and his beloved Empress Menen Aswa.
Give thanks, my elder.
There is more to be said, but you know,
give thanks, my elder.
Give thanks, Rastafari.
Yes.
Sister Hope, can you turn on your mic?
Sister Hope, can you turn on your mic?
Sorry, not your mic, your camera. I see the eye stick in the cloud.
Yeah. Quasi. Yeah, more life journey, you know. And then device there, you know.
Please introduce yourself and let the people know the eye works and what's happening with the eye.
Yeah. Well, I know eye stick, you know. That's a mystic, but you don't miss for eyes, so that's a symbolical eye side of name, you know. I want to see divine intervention through all things, you know. Yeah, you know. It's an ancient chant, you know. Yeah, we're not going to say reggae, you know. It's an ancient chant because it's a new arts, you know. Yeah, so for this hour, as a one where we sent, you know, I will accept the assignment there, you know. We need the right side of the ancient ones, you know. Yeah, to come sound the trumpet, you know, make the ones that know say the music still living, you know, like a Bob Marley, so and every fighter as reggae him say. This music can get bigger and bigger and bigger until you find the right people and get bigger, you know. So the music is forward for works, you know, and just come some jump up on stage and say we entertain we check etymology and connotation and esoteric and realize enough of them are end them attainment, you know. Because when I see them are going out where them say, you know, them just talk some eloquent speeches and then nothing behind it, is me highly. And when I see the righteous ones them rise and fight them, is me. But that's something we're from ever since and we always be, because if you check the biblical iris, no one that tried without that. And every diamond will shine, I forgot through friction. So like I just so sight it, is me. So just cosmically just see yourself as an essential being forward in the flesh with us. I do what you call, you know. And we do it connect with all of us in news and every Irish now energy, you know, so that it works. So we give us to CRC and RBG Alliance, you know, which is red, black, and green for everyone, like the NIA, which is CEO I Janoa in this highway forward as an emissary, and we're joining the energy.
There's some type of sound behind the eye. There's some type of ringing kind of sound.
Oh, true Baba Shower there still them phone, but now I'm muting mic, you know.
Okay. Yes, please.
So you're not here to know, right?
Still here a little bit. I thought it was some insects in them forward at first, but it sounded like it's feedback.
Yeah, at the mic. Hold on. Alright, I just cut out Baba Shower and then me use the same energy, isn't it? Yeah. Try my name the right as I heard.
Yeah. Someone have to turn off them sound.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, is there. Yeah, sort out that sound there. Because I want to make sure the Lion Pride get a nice audio experience. You know, we don't want the people.
It's an open.
No, it's perfect now. Beautiful. All right. Get to it forward now. Yeah, man.
So
Block
that's
up
the work side.
Yeah, man. Block up the eye sound.
Yeah, and the music is a energy where it naturally innate in our, you know, because we find ourselves, we're not too right far, right? We just vibes and speak, you know. And we're forward and time, we just get raw side way. So we have an album of forward out in Iowa, named Raw Truth, you know, produced by I and Jaddy Dennis Ferran as a chief Irish, Angel Irish, on the musical Irish. Yeah, him play most of the rhythm them for and them is because we don't use any energy around the thing said because we know so the music have a purity to it and enough of them that's a deal the music for the money, you know. And that's the work. So but for all the energy that you them can't come see, because Emperor say you do something worthwhile in this time. Marcus Garvey said it's you do something worthwhile in this time, inspire others talk in future time, you know. Emperor said the greatest monument can ever erect is an exemplary life for influence, well-being and progress of a posterity, which is a future generation. So we're committed to this far, and isn't it? It's a warrior chat, so you know, so it's a constant challenge. Then that's a fight. So we'll do it if it's necessary, and we're gonna win, because righteousness of all the wicked, you know, so I decided, you know, a red fire, you know.
And let the people know where they are sounding from.
Yeah, we're there Portmore, you know. Portmore St. Catherine in Jamaica, you know. Yeah, Portmore St. Catherine in Jamaica, you know. Yeah, so that's our heights.
Yeah, we want the people to know this is a global platform, and we intentionally have built it that way. You know what I mean? We are humbled by the response of the family globally to this, but we want the family to know that we are just at the beginning of the journey. You know what I mean? We have a long way to go. I said when I last year, you know, my goal was 100 people in the Patreon by January 1st. So even as I stand before the item right now, I failed my goal, you know what I mean? But as brethren, we have to learn that failure is just a part of the process. You know, you set a goal, you don't meet it, and then at some point it will happen if you keep working at it. So we have reached 53 people in the Patreon now. So we're starting our grant program. So this Sunday, we're going to be voting. We have 3 nominees. And what we're going to be doing is our Patreon members will be able to nominate people in the community doing good work, you know what I mean? Solid work. And at our town hall meeting, we have a monthly meeting of our monthly subscribers. We vote, and somebody is going to get that $100 US as a grant, a micro grant, just as a appreciation love, you know, just as a token for sure. Say somebody is watching you and your works are not in vain, because we know the workers work and sometimes they don't even have money for a light bill. and them I help everybody else, and nobody never asks them if they need help. And I know that because I've been in that position, you know what I mean, when my family need things and I'm out there raising money for someone else who's in need, you know what I mean, and that is not unique. So we want to put people in a position small, because as the channel grows, the amount of the grant will grow. You know, one day we pray that we could give a 10 grand, you know what I mean, as a monthly grant kind of thing. So it's all about the intention. We don't wait till we reach where we're deficit. We can start small. And that's this whole channel. Some of the items with I from before we had 500 subscribers, you know what I mean? And if you go forward to those episodes, you hear me talking the same way me I talk right now, you know, same confidence, because we know that just keeping, you know, because His Majesty called us to do this work. So I'm not frightened. A lot of people try to tell you what you have to do with the platform and thing. I see the comment, and we're glad, you know, we agree to disagree. You know, we know very strategically how we are moving. A lot of people want to send you out on different issues, but they don't have no resource to help you if you receive any backlash from that. Them gone left, you know, and say, wow, rough, no, they're rough. So we're not out here to be a crash dummy. You know what I mean? We're here to build our community economically. And as we have power as a community, then we can take on some of the things then when we need to take on. You know what I mean? But it's not going to be Lion Voice Network out here by myself. I try to take on things. You know what I mean? What we're taking on is the economic insufficiency in our community, the lack of support in each other, the lack of having proper media. Now, that doesn't mean if I have someone who's an expert, you know, and to the brethren in the comments, if they want to come up and educate us on an issue, come up, we're glad for that too, you know, because we will sit as students. But for a man in the comments and running mouth, and we can't even know your real name. Every episode you change your name. That show me say you want to be secure, and you said that before. You know what I mean? You have a family and thing, and we respect that. You know what I mean? But for I and I, you know what I mean, we are very clear this platform, what it's about, and what we are about is, again, educating, uplifting the positive work of the people who are doing work. We have shattered the myth that Rastafari are not doing any work. We have over 1,000 pieces of content on this channel with Rastafari from all over the world doing all different type of work. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so that whole talking point, Rastafari, the smoke herb, listen reggae, they now do nothing. We have shattered that without question on this platform. You know what I mean? Showing the diversity from engineers to mathematicians to farmers, all across the spectrum we've had on this platform. You know what I mean? So that is what we are about, without apology, building out the economic core. I tell them the vision every strong. And let me just big up Ross Bruno. Ross Bruno gave a $10. So we're only $20 away from our goal. Already at $50 mark. Big up to all the Lion Pride. We're trying to raise $70 for the 70,000 subscribers. So big up all the Lion Pride them supporting. And again, we're exercising a muscle, because what we want to do with this channel is have an audience that is willing to give, you know what I mean, with that giving culture, so that when the guests come on, we leave them guests boots up, you know what I mean? We leave that guest with so much energy, because if them a promote an album, them are looking them account and see $10,000 a morning. They're gonna be promoting a foundation, then look in their account and it's 50 grand. You know what I mean? Lion Pride step through. That is what we're trying to build here. You know what I mean? So 70,000 people again. If we have 1% of that audience as monthly subscribers here, we have 750 monthly subscribers. So that's our goal. We want to get to that. We're at 53. we have a long way to go. So I want the eye with us sharing with the eye them, because I want the eye them to see that we're still a baby. Not a baby, cause you know what I mean, we have some size to it now. We're a toddler. You know what I mean? We're you know when the you walk so. This is Lion Voice Network. This is how Lion Voice Network walk. We walk so, you know. We just get with legs. You know what I mean? We just get with legs underneath it. We're not really fully there so yet, you know. But we are come, you know what I mean? We're coming and you can see so we have little pep in our step. Hold on there. The family them are yarding now. Rasta Bali, please introduce thyself. And let the family know where they are calling from.
Yes, sir. Give thanks, Rasquasi. And first, big up the eye on the 70,000.
Yes, I.
Yes, sir. Like the eye know one little secret about the game, you know. The eye they implement the thing at work. But give thanks, we have a platform where they share I information, you know.
Yeah,
so I manage
man.
Ras Jabali from Our Esteemed headquarters here in Chilani, Jamaica, you know. Rasquasi, you know, Lion Voice, you know, want to hear what they go on in a Rastafari globally. You can log in. And they do a great job, Rasquasi, creating a platform like this and they focus on I information only. The man we own a business, you know. Give thanks, my brother. Give thanks.
Man. Give thanks for the eye. And Ras Jabali is one of our strong warriors holding it in Trelawney. Indigenous culture, doing tours, farming, you know, industrial scale farming. House of Siba is really one of the shining lights. And again, he's a regular on the platform. So we're kicking down any narrative that Rastafari not doing work. You know what I mean? You can't come say that in at this time, say Rastafari not doing no work. You can say, maybe I don't align myself with people doing work. You can make that as a statement, but you cannot say work is not happening. And we intentionally avoid mix-up on this platform as well. You know what I mean? A lot of mix-up is out there. We're not naive to the mix-up in the community, but you won't see it on this platform. You might hear an Elder Bonafire, you know what I mean? That is his testimony, and we don't dig too deep into that either, you know, because it's reality, a man tell him story. But we're very intentional about that because, again, our young people need to see the glory of the movement. They need to have something to aspire to, you know. Down the line, we can do some documentary, we can go into something, but we have to rebuild the psychology of our people. We have to understand we're coming out of great tribulation and we're inundated with negativity. You know what I mean? We're programmed, bombarded. So we need, as Rastafari, someone and some platform that is talking about the positive of the work that's happening and also the vision, the building of heaven on earth, which is our mandate by Kadamawi Haile Selassie I. It's not just to coexist and just be meek, it's to rebuild the earth in righteousness. That is the mandate that we have, you know what I mean? Sustainable balance with the earth.
Yes,
the earth is already moving in that direction. So it's not we alone, you know, but we have our part to play as Rastafari, creating those farms, ITAL standard, you know what I mean? The harmonious, the musical venues, you know what I mean? I was looking at a brethren on IG, was saying how Jamaica don't have no unique architecture, you know, for the sound system culture, for the reggae concert, how a reggae building would be designed, you know what I mean? And really, even though he was coming from a Jamaica perspective, I'm thinking from a Rastafari, because really what I say is Rastafari, because when the world think about Jamaica culture, they're thinking about Rastafari, roots reggae, and these things. So this is what our role is as a generation, is to build that infrastructure. What does that look like? What does a Rastafari roots reggae venue look like from an architectural amputator perspective? You know what I mean? We have architects now. It's not a fantasy. We have Rastafari architects. You know what I mean? We reached that stage of the movement. So this is what I try to talk about on this channel, is the futuristic. What are we building? What are we working toward? Why are we chanting? Is it just to be historical and talk about prophecy? Or are we building something intentional? You know what I mean? And that is one of the things that is key I'm on site right now. And we cannot build without an economic foundation. You know what I mean? That is an illusion. You know what I mean? And this is someone who has sit on the board of many nonprofits. You know what I mean? So we know the charitable work better than most, inside and out. And it's not sustainable as a model to nation build. There's only certain things we can do with charity. You know what I mean? We have to be building economic, family businesses that can employ our young people. You know what I mean? That is where it is. That is the revolution or the evolution needed now. That is what was happening at Pinnacle.
Yes, sir.
That is what Marcus Garvey was doing. So I'm not coming with no new sound, no new age kind of sound. You know what I mean? We're talking about the reality of I and I life and liberty. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna allow our elder Johnny Johnson to introduce himself. And big up everyone. We're gonna have a good time tonight, you know. So but just one day I am patient with I and I. We have some legendary ones in the house and more on the way. We are celebrating 70,000 subscribers for the Lion Voice. We're at 74 now. By tomorrow, probably we hit 75. But every time we hit the 10,000 milestone, we have to have these episodes for check-in. So we are nothing without the audience. We are nothing. It's just a man that talk to him phone or him computer, and that no makes sense. You know what I mean? So we do give thanks. Elder Johnny Johnson, please introduce yourself, one of our legendary elders.
Yes, respect in every aspect to all the sistren and brethren and the sound of my voice. Respect from the original Pan-African Black Panther from New York City, now living in El Paso, Texas. Great works for the Lion's Voice. Great works. Great reasoning. One love.
Give thanks, Elder Johnny Johnson. Who's that there? We have Julia. We don't hear from the eye. Julia. One of the members of the Abyssinians. Are you there? Can you hear I and I? Would I love to see the eye? Julia. Aile.
I have blessing.
Blessing, bless up the people now.
Yeah, man, give thanks for stuff. With the link up, you know.
Give thanks. Introduce the self, man, and bless up the people.
Yeah, man, bless up to everyone. Seeing Julia Manning, you know, part of the Abyssinians management, you know.
Give thanks.
Yes, I have.
Junior man. And I gave one of my greatest gifts in life since me I travel. That Abyssinian drop where me have, you know. Me treasure it, man. Me I tell you. Yes, I treasure
man,
that
give
drop,
thanks, man. Is that the work just start, you know, so we have to just keep it flowing and continue.
Yeah, I want to get Sata Masagana as well, the same way too. Cause me love
all right,
Brata.
sir.
Yeah, man. When you have a chance.
Yeah, man. When we touch back, when we touch back in the rehearsal.
Yeah, man.
Start out that, you know.
Yeah, man. For those who don't know, we had an exclusive episode with the Abyssinians. They will be headlining the Conscious Reggae Concert July 11th in New Kingston. If you're in Jamaica, you must be there. This is gonna be a history. The original Abyssinian Donald Manning has put a new crew together. This is his son, by the way, and they have put a crew together, and they are taking the brand to, you know what I mean? Because let me just be honest with the item. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego are one of my favorite songs in life, you know. So if the harmony off, I go tell the brethren say, you know what I mean? Probably not gonna say that because I'm polite still, but I'm not gonna really link the brethren like that. But when I hear this harmony, them man them have it right where the thing they and it's a whole new. So that shows how we can make our brands and the things that we have created, the gifts we've given from the Almighty, we can make the legacy carry on. So a group like the Abyssinian now can tour decades into the future, and other ones come in and it becomes now a machine. A living machine. This is what I'm talking about, family, as Rastafari, the industrial age of Rastafari, where the families now can be employed. There's an industry, you have young people, So big up yourself, Judea, and your brother too, who, I'm so inspired by the item, Anything else you want to share, my brother?
Yes, Rasta. You see, music is life, and music live forever, no matter what, Music will always live forever. So no man can stop the music. Word, sound, and power.
Yes. Yes. And the live presentation. And I think what's very important, what the male harmony. To hear brethren and brethren sing together in harmony, we miss that from the music, So to have a 4-part harmony in live, when you hear that live, and you have all the falsetto, the bass, everything at work together, it calm the irids, it just bring a kind of, a peace. It resonate, we're missing harmony out of the music. So, because I've been listening to a lot of Abyssinians lately, true, we get the link up, and I say, boy, we're really missing this harmony from the music, But before we bring on someone else for a reason, tell them about the works or the item or do, because you're not just doing the old music.
Repeat, I don't hear what you said.
No, tell the ones them about what the item have planned as Abyssinians, because you have some plans.
Oh, yeah. Well, right now, the plan is, we are in the studio right now. We're doing an acoustic album. You have to say basically we're doing 3 albums in one,
Wow.
3 albums in one. Because we're doing acoustic, we have new stuff doing, and we're doing a dub album as well. And we have the show for Ijanowa on the 11th of July, as I say, and then we have a tour from August 22nd. And I think that date, August 22nd, I think Vermont Reggae Fest. Have other dates to that as well too, So
yeah, man, that's gonna
we are moving. July 11th.
Okay.
We want everyone to support it and come out and make certain say everything right about it,
Yes,
Because what we do, our music is a family music, You can bring your kids,
Yes.
And we keep it that way. And it's a different feeling right now to know that you can enjoy a conscious concert, and carry your kids.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Because it's not many concerts you can carry your kids to,
No. No, it's serious.
That is our goal, to keep it real. And
Yes,
we're putting in the works, because what you hear, is not just one rehearsal, we have to keep rehearsing and keep at it to get it right.
Of course.
Yeah, because the bulk of the work is in the rehearsal.
Yeah, man. Discipline.
Yes, sir.
And discipline is the essence of Rastafari.
Yes, sir, because you need a proper presentation.
Yeah, man. We want to get forward to that in Rastafari, the discipline of His Majesty. You know what I mean? That is what we want, especially from our brethren. Discipline. You know what I mean? Turn up a rehearsal. You come on time. You work out your thing. You know what I mean? You're supposed to go at beach, go run a morning.
Yes, man.
keep your vocal. Yeah, I mean, them kind of something they will want to
Aye.
follow. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. When you go up on the beach a morning time, you get the energy, you know.
Yes, I.
Sunrise, you know.
Yeah, man. Run upon the sun. Yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Build your cardio, and then you chant your song them. You know what I mean? Chant your song them, and you run and you build your timing and you know your breath control
man.
and these things. Cause remember, people don't know that Bob used to do them thing there, you know. Run a beach a morning and them thing there. You know? You see these man doing this work and we don't talk about the work with them, you know, them putting in terms of the levity with them I live. You know what I mean? So I love that. I love that.
Yeah, a lot of people see you doing this thing and think it's not working, but it's hard work, you know.
Hard work. They just want the glamour.
Yeah, but you see, when you enjoy what you're doing, it come like you don't work a day still, you know?
It's true. It's true. It's true because you love what you're doing. Let me ask.
Yes, man.
Ice Stick, how you feel about the discipline that goes into the music? You know what I mean? Talk to us about that part there. And then Chihuahua, we're gonna ask some of the artists how they feel about it.
Well, I don't know, you know, highly Selassie, you know, Empress man, you know, and the whole Haitian order, you know, so discipline was always a factor where you can't do nothing without discipline, isn't it? And His Majesty showing that, isn't it? And if we are to we are Chad Rastafari, Chad, we have to check the head of the thing, isn't it? Because his Emperor Selassie is Rastafari. Isn't it? So discipline is a factor where you can't left out that because it will keep you, you know. So you have to stoic, you know, and keep the focus there because it's not a one-day thing. It's an ongoing movement. So it's not just a talking thing to so if you fall to just forward resilience and know say a strength and to strength because I said I the one set it, you know. Isn't it? So and I'm not new to I and I, that's why I have to keep an eye to the Haitian order, because like the Bible, where His Majesty speak of, where we observe, and him say it from ancient until this island to remain, it teach a lot of principle. So we can excerpt from it and say, I don't know new, because the whole of the one them come chad, the righteous order. Then we have to discipline, because without discipline, you can't adhere to no principle. You have to discipline, is a mental, physical, is a heretical thing, is a balance, you know, so. That's how old man, because you just see Judah talk about the beach. I have to say to Baba Shabba, say watch it, because it's a every morning thing I used to do it on the Fort Clarence, so which you still do it from time to time, but most of that time I go up on the hill out of El Shah Road, and sometimes we just go around the block and like it's a natural innate energy that way, you know, say when you try to play it here, it just forward onto the eye. I know, say apartheid. You can't, I don't know where you can example and say you go chad the faith and you know all the eyes. Because if you take His Majesty when him even there about, I'm sure say every morning him eyes with them warrior them and walk around the block. This is me, so it shows exercise a pivotal part to play within your mental eye sky keep your focus. Is me check even Bob. Amanda see Bob Marley and so him heights, him well disciplined, well in a exercise and him duty towards even them say never late for all a interview, never late for rehearsal. Yes, me. So it shows a discipline of the factor, man. Anything you do in a discipline, it don't make no sense side. It don't make no sense. Because if I never discipline, I couldn't even do that right now. Because to the challenges I go through in the earth, you know, Kwazi and the whole panel. I want to one virgin size to come like someone in the Bible. Is me? Yeah, man. So we realize that the Bible is still all right because, is me? And nothing new. Earth will always be the same. It's just different era and one's forward and a different iris and but I see a energy, man, as a blueprint, man. So discipline is a factor of all that militantly. Because Rastafari is a militant chad and I must come sure that say a militancy is my idea. And a militancy, you have to train. I mean, I don't know why the Irish work it that way, but I work in a JDF for 11 years. I never initiated in the ministry still, but I work in the JDF in a workshop for 11 years. And them big guy, roll for them big guy, the top heights, big guy for join up with them thing. But I don't know why I never did chat it that way. Like, I never like how one time I say, oh, the insubordinate and the subordinate, or them for them energy is me within the colonial spirit. So I never did adhere to for say I got join up with them thing, but I say discipline in Irish and observe it. So I chat to a militant Irish and see militancy and no fire virgin them ex-soldiers. I have all virgin all of them places right I know where rank and file where we know from at all the time we forward in the rank said we as a militant energy. So we know say life come show you say when you try to part I must say a reason. So if now I music, we don't say certain things and we don't hold certain meditation because we are looking on a generation say they must see something worthwhile and can't find an inspiration from it. And we not go about it like Emperor Haile Selassie self in a short term gain and a vain ambition and our self-interest. That when you speak now and I say, boy, right, make them spread them propaganda and tell them lies, which them always do. Because I assure that. As I'm saying, I'm preface, I'm autobiography, say, a house built on a granite and strong foundation and team, onslaught of pouring rain. Gushing terrain and strong and can move from a place. So many have written about him life, which them derive from ignorance, errors, and but them can't make one's believe. But them can't share shoot for a foundation. So it's a Rastafari born believer. Rastafari for noise. As I want to know, quasi where it's like you can definitely see it's it reach like a last lap, you know, where you're not joking, right, you know, if you want to come play with the thing and make it look like some joke thing. Because more time, me all deal all the music highly, and when I see someone's a feel so like, you come say something like, you want to jump up on stage or you want something for been on upon that island, I want them get that from early. I'm tell the whole of them, I'm afraid to tell them sign I sent. And I is an emissary. And with all I nice news, now them can't stop it. I mean, I beg them for more time away. Because it red. And even this man, me the warrior name, Bobo Shabba, all heights. And I find myself, I say some things highly. I mean, I tell them, say, them for know what them I do. Because the youth, them around here, you know, a whole hard, you know, and them they are the gate attack, but them are gatekeeper, you know. Them for careful, because for them, I go lay them at the gate. You see me? Because the music cannot fit them one, brother. Is me? They want to get the music for your works. Is me? And ones them dead feet, suffer feet, got your whole tribulation feet. And some ones want to make it look like as some energy which show it lucrative, like at a party alone. And prayer that's a equal attainment for both energy, man. So, is me? But the ones them see it say, some warriors will rise up around now with them can't shift. Third word, say it now, generation and forward way. Is me? A fire in them eyes. And we know we are one of that. I wouldn't feel if you announce it to them and them better know them are the runner. Because it's serious like how it's serious. And the war of them did away. Easy me. Must say majesty, you know, in the war, you know, even if you know it was, you know. You never condemn no one, you know. The gunman them were there in the hills, you know. Him tell them say if them not strap, you know. Find the nearest ranks and file and strap, you know. Because we're going to shed it in the name of Haile Selassie, you know. And the emperor, you know. And the blood, you know. The Ethiopia, you know. I said energy, you know, because I know the original bloodline. You know. I was some ones that go on like them own eye. No one to represent I know around. We're not a prime minister around. I'm afraid to tell them that really. I'm proud of Selassie alone govern I know. I know laws are the laws of life, brother. A guy can't come join a life law until I say, they come set some system and say, yo, ray. And we don't know even fear, we're not even use even these words. Because these words are some energy with them guy if a chopper and I because if you check the etymology it has spelled F-E-A-R, F-A-I-R, and I see him sound, isn't it? F-A-R-E. So we check etymology and connotation and esoteric consists of them ones that chop in our realms. That's why in a child them have stable, them take over the language, them take everything from with highly. And when it come forward and show certain things and you're too deep. Isn't it? It's a way for do. You get me highly? So it's a specific this one. I'm not afraid to tell them highly, so for more time away highly. Coming to like wicked people highly.
That is one of the reasons that is what one of the reasons why we build this platform is for the eye and ones like the eye, because what I realize is that mainstream don't want to hear from our artists talking about his majesty, repatriation, uncompromising. There's no platform really you can go regularly, you know, other than Rastafari media. Big up to all of our Rastafari independent non-aligned media family, Rastafari TV, you know, all of those things. And as I said that, Rastafari TV call me, so hold on 1 second. Let me talk to my sister. I'm going to ask Bongo Wisely for block a sound. and let I assist my sister coming in. Bongo Wisely.
Yes, I. Rastafari.
Yes, I.
Yes, I. Give thanks. Well, earlier on, yeah, I could go ahead.
Yes, I. Keep going. Keep going.
Rastafari. Yes, I am. Earlier on, I was having some little difficulties, technical challenges, when I was introducing myself. So I didn't really fully introduce myself, Well, as I said, from Ayanola, St. Lucia, well, in terms of Rastafari, well, my profession has been agriculture. As we say, the first culture is agriculture, and we all have to agree with the culture. Well, as Rastafari, I have moved from what would say the conventional type of agriculture, which was what my early studies led me into. But Rastafari has moved into what would call sustainable agriculture or recyclable agriculture, in the sense that whatever we're doing is something which is sustainable, not just now for now. Because in the conventional agriculture, they normally feed the plants, but with sustainable agriculture, we enhance the soil, and then the plant now feed from the enhanced soil so that it could multiply and bring forth fruits in abundance. I am also part of the whole initiative to move from what we would know as organic agriculture to the ITAL standards as Rastafari. Because what we realize within conventional organic agriculture, there are a number of products which are being used in agriculture, which is not sustainable. It is not something that would keep the generation going. So that's the reason why we are now moving to the ITAL standards, where strictly everything will be plant-based. All the products which we use to the soil is strictly sustainable, it's renewable. So I give thanks again for the opportunity to be part of the ITAL standard certification, and pretty soon one will be hearing more about the whole certification within the ITAL standard. So I give thanks again, Rasquati, for the Lion Voice and for the progress which they have been making over the year or so which have gone. Right now we have 74,000 subscribers, and we're looking to move even further with that. The Lion Pride, I must say that it's a very enlightening program, because I myself, I learned quite a lot from the different presenters which have presented themselves on the Lion Pride, and I will continue to do the best that I can in promoting, as we say, sustainable or renewable agriculture to the Rastafari community and as well as the wider community. Because even with, say, for example, in Ayanola, it's not only Rastafari that involved in agriculture. There are people who are non-Rastafari, but their type of agriculture is one which is sustainable, one which is renewable. And in this time, we must say, now is the time for us to make that move to sustainable agriculture. Because currently, we've heard how Bill Gates is considered one of the biggest farmers in the world today. And what Bill Gates is promoting is strictly genetically modified products, seedless food, seedless vegetables, and so on, which is not sustainable. So hence the reason why we have the ITAL standard certification, which would take us away from those GMO products and into something which is more sustainable, more reliable. Because the quality of our food is very important. Today, most of the governments, they import their foods from the multinational corporations. But then those foods are not sustainable. They are not reliable. They are full of contamination in terms of how we eat to keep ourselves alive. And if we are to continue to stay alive, the quality of the food that we consume is very important. And within the ITAL standard, these are the standards we're looking to bring forward, not only to Rastafari, but to the world. ITAL standard in everything, whether it's in the cultivation, whether in the processing of the product, and we add value to whatever we do. Everything has to be ITAL standard, ITAL certified. So again, the Lion Pride, more the item will be hearing much more about the ITAL standards and the item tune into the Lion Pride program. So once again, I give thanks to everyone who are present, all those who are listening at this point in time. We hope that the item is doing quite a bit as we celebrate 74,000 subscribers on the Lion Voice Network. So give thanks, Rastafari, and perfect love.
One perfect love. Give thanks, Bongo Wisely. One of my inspiration and my Rastafari colleagues in the media, the pioneer, is here with us. The barefoot earrings. Boy, me feel special. And I want to just thank the eye publicly. Hold on, let me mute somebody's mic there. Sorry. I want to just thank the eye publicly because I know the eye have, very important matters to attend to, and you're taking time from that. So I want to thank the eye publicly. I feel so honored. And for those who don't know, this is the founder of Rastafari TV site media, one of the giants in Rastafari media, pioneer, everything technical side, content side, whole, full scope. Please introduce yourself, Sister Fanai.
Greetings, Honorable Rastafari family. Give thanks for being here. It's an honor to be here with the family and to celebrate Brother Kwasi and the Lions Voice Network, 70,000 subscribers. It's indeed an honor. I am the founder of Rastafari TV, Site Media, and Eat Trifecta. And I'm just here to serve the community in any way possible. As a techie with Site Media, our company, 17 years ago, we worked on Rastafari TV network, but it was really out of our scope. It was really a spiritual movement to build something of this scope. It was in a desire that the Rastafari community come forward who is in media. I just built it for the item. I always say this, I didn't know I was supposed to be seen. I didn't want to be seen. I didn't want to it's Sister Fanai thing. And to this very day, it's the same thing. It belongs to the eye. It belongs to all of our children and our children's children. You have a voice there. My desire was for Rastafari TV to be greater than even CNN or Netflix. And I still have the capacity to do so. But unfortunately, I'm still holding on to too much. Because ones would come and leave, and not see the fullness that is actually theirs. It's your inheritance. When I went to Shashamani years ago, and the elders showed I a tree that His Imperial Majesty, Our Majesty, was sit under this tree and cry tears and say, "My goodness, look how I gave Shashamani to my family, and no one is coming home."
Yes.
And that's how I feel at Rastafari TV. So I've done all the heavy lifting, and recently we had some sabotage by someone that deleted thousands of videos.
Ooh.
This is the first time I'm really announcing this to the public. We've had a lot of sabotage. We used to get hacked over 1,500 times a day until
Wow.
we had to put a firewall around it. But now we're going to pivot and be able to go on digital TV. So the
Yes.
Lions Voice Network, we're always a
Yeah,
family,
man.
to be able to go on TV just like Netflix or Hulu. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm taking time now to upgrade to that type of thing, because I figured that once the sabotage happened, I knew it was the Most High Xavier telling I to keep forwarding on the mission, don't stop,
Yes.
and
Yes.
I just take it to the next level on the heights it's supposed to be on. So
Yes.
that's why, I do as much as I can to engage our subscribers, but to be honest, it's not operating in the way that I had intended it to be
Yes.
because
Yes.
of the amount of work. Not only do I do, run media, and I have my
Everything.
business
Yes.
site media, but also I'm in service to Haile Selassie High School, and
Yes.
I am a farmer as well
You're
with
a
a farm. So
farmer.
yes, so it's a lot
Yes.
for one
Yes.
sister, juggling it. But I'm very
And
thankful.
you're balancing a space. You have an Airbnb space.
Yes, an Airbnb space in
Yes.
Coral Gardens, Villa Lalibela, that just opened up.
Yes.
And as soon as we opened, the hurricane hit and gave us a kick in the gut. Now we're open again. And we're
Okay.
pleased to really announce that we have a wonderful delegation coming from Africa, from the Dogon tribe chief and his delegates would be staying on. And I'm very
Nice.
pleased with that. So, I'm just here to serve the item and our community in a whole, and to preserve our heritage and culture and digitize it. And there's a lot that we can do if we really join forces and put the petty differences aside.
Yes.
I really would like to see Rastafari um, media. We've been collaborating, but to collaborate more on a massive level so that we
Yes.
can also share the news, especially with the news of this Supreme Court shooting
Yes.
down with the shaving of our Rastafari brother,
Yes.
so that we can operate more cohesively. And we have to be very patient with each
Yes.
other because we're coming from hundreds of years of sabotage. So I
Yes.
get it, but at this time, sometimes I say I feel like Moses holding up the tablets.
Yeah.
Then I get kind of tired, but I won't stop and I won't
No.
quit, and until it's built out in a way that we all can see that I actually did build it for the item and not myself. I will sit under that tree, and sometimes I shed a little tear, like His
Yeah.
Imperial Majesty. But our Majesty is eternal, and the work of the righteous is also eternal of what we're doing. So, thank you so much again for having I, and it's an honor
Yes.
and a pleasure, and it's my duty to be here. So, give thanks.
And give thanks to the eye. And the important thing why I wanted Sister Fanai here is to show that yes, Rastafari media, we are linking behind the scenes, we are reasoning, and the intention is to work together. And we've started already. The Armo Webathon was just a kind of a tester, but we have a lot more vision. I see Breadlocks, the article Dreadlocks is here too as media. I'm hoping to have our brother, a couple others call in. So I want the people to see that this is bigger than any one entity. And what we are doing is creating an ecosystem, an architecture for our community. Because until we have that economic base, everything that we want to do, all the advocacy, all of the good things, building the hospital, the thing we if we don't have the economics, we're just going to be talking about it until we can employ our children. I keep coming back to that. Every community employs their children. That if the children want to go out to get a job with such and such, that's their choice, but that's not because they have to. We are the only community, Black people I'm talking about, where we send our children out. We send them to school, and then they got to go before the other nations and beg a job and hope that somebody give them a job where they can support a family. We're the only people that do that. If you check really closely, you know what I mean? I'm talking about the Indian, the Chinese, they all have their ecosystem. So that to me, and remember we started that way with Leonard Howell. So we're not coming with a new concept, but we have to get forward to that concept. A lot of time people look at because I have 70,000, I think I'm a millionaire, and they might tell me what me should do with the platform. They don't know the sacrifice where Sister Fanai, they see Rastafari TV and 90,000 plus per IG, gone up 100,000 this, and you know what I mean, they feel like Sister Fanai have a Bentley, and why Sister Fanai, they don't know the sacrifice Sister Fanai is making to code the website. Back when coding, you have to code everything for put up, you know what I mean, the sleepless nights. Somebody hack your thing, you have to go and buckle them in a coding war, and you know what I mean. Sister Fanai does these things, so I don't think people realize the sacrifice people are making for us to have a presence online. It's not lucrative because our people don't give, and that's the reality, or they give very little. Our goal tonight is $70 for the 70,000. We have $50 raised so far. So please feel free to give an attribution to the platform as well. Our goal here is to have this as a full-time, so that we're able to be full-time, to be able to hire staff, an editor, all of these things. We're working on getting this on Rastafari TV, so we will be on whatever form that looks like. You know, we will be on Rastafari TV. We will be working. You know, myself and Breadlocks have started working together with Bongo Jerry once a month. Big up Breadlocks. So, you know, collaborations are happening with the media, and there's other cross-pollinizations throughout the media. So as Sister Fanai said, be patient with us, you know. Remember that everybody else have a full-time job where they support in their family. Most of us, I'll speak for myself, media can't put my youth into college. I have a daughter going to Howard University August morning. I can't go to the bursary with a wish. You know what I mean? I can't go to the financial aid and say, yeah, man, you know, that not gonna work. So these things have to make economic sense too, you know, for us to really scale. And I think that people don't know what more we could have. You see what Rastafari TV does with a small budget. Imagine what could be done with a full operation and a staff, and you know what I mean, documentaries and this and that. If you see what Sister Fanai does with her editing, you know what I mean, imagine she have a staff and an animation studio. You know what I mean? I could only imagine what that look like. You know what I mean? But before I keep talking, Breadlocks, are you there? Breadlocks, article Dreadlocks. Please introduce yourself if you can come on camera. I'm not sure, but just introduce yourself on the platform.
Yeah, man, greetings, family. I greet thee in the divine name of His Imperial Majesty and Empress Menen. They asked at this time to just, you know, suit me with my video. I just came in from work, so, you know.
No problem.
Just trying to, yeah, because you don't know how to support the thing. We are Charismatic Productions Transnational. We operate iYard Radio, which is an online community radio. And simply, this medium was established to meet the needs of the community. For years, we have been appealing to local or international medias to express what really our, you know, divine right is. However, we have been abused, simply put. So I and I, within this time, studying the works of Marcus Garvey, say, yo, where is our radio station? I and I shall build it. Yeah, man, we're Irish, we know that. We are the best, we know that. But may I say, where is I station? Hence, iYard Radio. That is the answer. So what we do, we stream and partner with individuals. Sorry, that's not, somebody's muted, is unmuted?
I got it. Go ahead.
All right, I hope everyone can hear me clearly.
Yeah,
because you know, in Jamaica the Wi-Fi is crazy, you know. But yeah. So we took on the mandate of providing first simple streaming services to the community at large, because then we're having our events, we're appealing to individuals that are not showing up. So we take our little thing we have and we just deal with it. Hence iYard Radio. But not only that, this is the space, again, created specifically for the indigenous or African community. I don't know which one the ones them want to go to, because we use them so much, interchangeably sometimes. But this medium does that. And as of such, we are extending not only to serve the Rastafari community of African people, but also those who are Maroons. Those are all Africans. So we don't want to put in a label, but the world is already.
Yes.
Yeah. So what we intend to do is not just develop iYard Radio as a business enterprise for I&I. And when we say I&I, we mean in a cooperative, which means that every presenter on iYard Radio owns their own content. Yeah?
Yes.
But not only just in presenting that space for I&I. We will have like a Dr. Kadamawe Knife, we will have like a Mama G, Gloria Sims, we will have like a Bongo Jerry Small, I&I Avoid program, and many more to be added.
Yes.
But we have also taken on the mandate for which this weekend we have just completed the streaming and actually management of the Charlestown Maroons 18th annual conference and festival.
Nice.
Serving the community at large. So anyway, the firelight, as Mama G would have said, we did it.
Yeah, man.
I want to make sure, I want to make sure amplify it out. It is a really thin line what there, because I&I operating, you might approach a community and them say, well, we don't want that to be streamed. And we don't want this to be streamed. We overstand all of that. But what we aim to establish is a medium for which we own. Yeah? A medium, as you said, the lion voice, time for we really speak.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And with that said, developing an economic strength for our people. Because we not forget that, this is what we have branded cooperative social enterprise.
Yeah, man.
And what that means is not only are we looking to just, make money, which is, but the environment is important.
Yes.
Our brother is important. Our people is important. So we want to go into community and actually develop and empower the skills of those individuals. Can you imagine if we have all of the ones them putting out media, and I know sister, when I speak of this, but all of the ones them putting out media and it's just out there. And every time somebody turn on them phone, it's something that is positive.
Yeah, man.
And that is our...
I call it counter programming. We have to counter program what they're programming, which is low frequency, low vibration. And the thing that we have to realize is that we want a multiplicity of platforms. You don't want to have one or two.
No, man, we're not compete, man. We complement.
Complement.
We don't compete, fire. We're not depend on that.
The youth
Ubuntu.
The youth them can scroll for hours and don't repeat content. So we have to have a multiplicity of things. They can scroll and see different aspects. Everyone has their own character. Everybody owns their own intellectual property. This is the ecosystem concept that I have, so that everything is strong. If I go on Sister Fanai platform, is a new audience, she come on here. Some people don't know about Sister Fanai, go over there. I go on iYard, it's new people, iYard come here. It's just you're pollinating everywhere.
And listen, and I pray the family, iYard Radio extend itself to say those positive and sites that are in Africa also.
Yes.
We want to support them and share their content in the West here also.
Yes.
So when we see like this thing now with this cup thing going on, and we see with referees and with players are being and all of these things, it should be blasted on all Rastafari media.
Yes.
All African media. When we look at them removing like an image on the Haitian jersey, which shows the defeat of Babylon. Yeah? And because they are the ones who are in charge of this so-called cup, when I sip from a bash, seeing the ones them feel like so them can take things from I, but we say Haiti forever.
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. And we need our medium now for speak of this. Now, most importantly in sealing up, I can go up on the radio anytime. The whole of we can go up on the radio and chat, and we can go up on social media and chat and everything. But the most important thing is your 70,000 subscribers, knowing that if you send $1,
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Just listen to it. I'm going to say it very clear because them go and them want to shut down Marcus Garvey with the same idea. You know? I want to show people say we're not scamming, we're not scanning, we're not none of these things. We are saying we understand where you are in the world with all that is going on. But since you are subscribed to Quasi and we reach 70,000, every 2 days send $1. Every 2 days send $1, £1, €1, anywhere there in the world, $1 Jamaica. We want it. Well, you know, in Jamaica, we say 100. Because in Jamaica, we say 100. You know what I mean? But we want it, right? And that is how really we're going to be making a difference, because then I can call on Kwasi now. Haile?
Yes, I.
Do I hear now?
Yeah, hold on, let me mute. Hold on, Johnny Johnson, I have to mute your thing. Go ahead.
Now, this is how the power come up now, you know, because we want to go around certain things, but it is this. It is economic, it is political, it is spiritual. So you see, when you go so now on each 70 odd, throw $1. You see, when Haile Selassie school have an issue,
right
Kwasi
away.
just send $1,000 to them.
No,
for this
we
week.
just say, what is the budget? Sorry, go ahead. We get excited.
We just talk, you know, because we know so we're gonna work out the details, but we want to keep it very simple for individuals out there, because we want to show them, say, this is how we work as a media group right now. We're not just looking on our personal benefit, but we are out there making linkages with organizations and individuals who are also serving the community. So when Kwasi link and him say, oh, we want a Jerry Small on him program, and we want the quality content, we want good camera, we want our thing to look good. And that is how we are saying to you now, support us and we will in turn support the community.
Straight.
That's right.
See? So some of the ones them feel say this subscribing thing, like, is not it, we're not subscribing like we're in Rome or we are Romans or we are part of them, you know, system.
Yes.
We're not subscribed, we are active subscribers. And we are asking those who can afford it, start with $1. We know ones out there that spend so much money on alcohol and all kind of unhealthy thing. And I'm saying to you, just like I Bridging tells you why, when I get a money, I just be a positive thing. And when I also full up a be a positive thing, there's no way I can get anything negative. So when the ones them get them thing and them budget out too, just like when you say you want a new this and you want a new that, they say, oh, you know, say Kwasi give a good content where uplift our spirit. I could send him a thing. Kwasi now is going to link up a ones and say, yo, Haile Selassie, where you want? He might link up a ones down in a Mantica Bay, he might link a ones in St. Kitts, he might link our, because it's a global thing, but it is not just in terms of those we talking and thing, man. We've been talking, family.
We've been talking.
We need to also have an economic strength where we can have a farm that when our ones come to Jamaica, we can have them up by the Lalabella and they can visit the farm and see what is going on and pick them fruits and go cook by Lalabella and we iron a stream again. And we have to see this thing as a complete system.
System.
That we are using.
That's why I don't like
exactly
sovereignty and we not live sovereign. You know what
exactly.
I mean?
Exactly.
And people think me I fight down the sovereign reasoning, but me not fight it down. Me just I say Most of we go to grocery store. Let's get real. You know what I mean? What are we doing? So I want to thank the Breadlocks publicly, because the is one of the ones them, and I want to reflect everything the brethren say. Go to iYard Radio, subscribe, find out how to spend money with the brethren, and spend the money with the brethren, because he's doing the work. Same thing with Rastafari TV. Go find Rastafari TV, subscribe. The whole of it, you know what I mean, is a force. And we have millions globally now. We have numbers now that we can do things. I want to share the platform with one of our rising mightyful artists who's going to be performing on the Conscious Reggae concert, I Brave. We haven't heard from the all evening. Can the introduce the self and just share the thoughts, anything that I want to share with and and maybe even a little musical styling, because we don't get no music from night either, a cappella. But please, welcome to the Lion Voice and introduce thyself.
Haile Selassie the first Empress as the balance. I see that we have something, a lot of things in the box, and big up the Empress. Give thanks and praise to Emmanuel and Selassie, yeah. That's the fact. So I running from work to come up here to get good signal so I can be on this platform, you know, giving that make it possible. A lot of gratitude to everyone that really see the need to put I Brave on this beautiful festival that we'll be having. So, hi. A brand new world. Give us a brand new day. A brand new feeling. Yes, we want a brand new life. A brand new world. Give us a brand new day. A brand new feeling. Yes, we want a brand new life. So my name is I Brave. I'm also a fighting, strong, powerful Black woman in this system, fighting with the youths, for the youth, to change the direction where the system has carried them on.
Hold on 1 second, I Brave. 1 second. I want to see some emojis down in the comments. I want to see some fire emoji, some signal. You hear the voice. Give me some signal, fire in the comment section if you love the voice, you love the vibration. Please. All right, continue.
Yes, so I walk go every ghetto. Me no business too much badness them start going there, how much gun dead. I'm laugh with everybody. If we cook a pot, we cook a pot. Trying to bring the youth them together, because the system set away that police killing the youth them killing police. Every Black man is against them Black sister, every Black sister against the Black king. And the whole place was in a chaos, and Jamaica is not a place that to be in chaos and all of that. Me I go talk quick and fast, if you know, allow me to enough stuff. So the whole place with the youth, them are just the youth them depend, like the youth to be grateful. Someone to help me with the youth them in the community, just in when some of us have a football kickoff, the football kickoff name good over every 3 months. Every 3 months we somebody radio nice and can turn it down. Yeah, give thanks. So we do this for the youths them, for bring the youths them together so them can catch up. So if you can look up good over evil football kickoff and support the youth them, just as King just as a while ago we do too much chatting, we chat enough. Now it's time for some action in this. You know, so we can make a better we will use all of the youths to the system, for the system. And my name is I Brave, and I'm performing at this beautiful concert. God of His mercy, them are free me up, so me give thanks. And the youth, them are the future.
Yeah,
What
man.
you do to me? Boy, you want kill and rape them, that no new to me. But make me tell you, this that time. No better know them. Those are crying. Those are crying. Those are crying. I said to you, them must suffer. Those are crying. Those are crying. Those are crying. Pick up yourself, I stick with him there, and that is it. Give thanks and praise for having me.
Give thanks, give thanks. And we're going to have the I come forward where you have your own time because we want to hear about the work you're doing with the young people. Some very powerful work. And again, this platform is for the I, you know. And one of the things I hope the item appreciate of, we bring people with big name, we bring people that you don't know, but the one common thing on this platform is everybody's doing work, positive work, you know what I mean? So work is the star on this platform. So we don't have enough platforms for a sister like I Brave who is working with the youth them, and maybe she need to raise fund for buy some football and them thing there. You know, we want to have an ecosystem. She can come on I platform. She can go check Breadlock. She can go check Sister Fanai. She do a press run and she get her project funded right there from the community. You know what I mean? That's the kind of vision that we have for this Rastafari independent non-aligned media ecosystem, where I people, the workers, have a place to go. And for those of us who have been fundraisers, we know we call the same people and beg them money all the time because we know them are going to give. But there's so much more people out there, you know, we tap in our networks, and then sometimes those people don't have it to give because they've given so much. So we want this thing to now be global. So the local workers have access to the global capital. And that way, if I have $5, I can still be powerful because I join my $5 with 50,000 others and we have power. You know what I mean? So that is the concept. Every Mika Meka Moko philosophy, one cocoa full basket strategy. That is what we're using to crumple and cripple Babylon in this time. You know what I mean? So I really do give thanks for everyone here. I'm honored, you know what I mean? I'm just a vessel doing what I was called to do by His Majesty, and you know, harnessing the network that we have to bring that unity, because we need a narrative that is positive and that is connective, that, you know what I mean, is going to bring us together and lead us into this repatriation time. Because what I find is that we don't talk about what we're building. We're not talking about the solar city or the, you know what I mean, the irrigation where natural, that empties into ponds and a marsh system and it feed the animals and we have nature, and we're not talking about the futuristic. And if we don't talk about it and we don't move and we don't plan, it's never gonna happen. We're just gonna be reacting to things in Babylon forever. And me not depend that. Me never. That's not what attracted I to the movement. What attracted I was that the emperor established the kingman, and that it was ever growing, ever living. It was, I could research it, I could see it, you know what I mean? I could see I and I as the fruits to continue the work. And the work is not done, so we can't get comfortable in the West. That being said, we are $18 away from our goal of $70 for the evening. 70,000 subscribers. Again, people, we're building a muscle here. So we want to reach the goal. If you have it, contribute $18 till we reach our $70 goal. This is a muscle. Again, we are building this economic muscle of giving, getting used to using the technology, aggregating our capital into one space. This Sunday, We will be having our monthly subscriber meeting. We will be doing the first grant, the Lion Voice Network grant. We'll be giving 100 US to one of the workers in Rastafari. Our monthly subscribers will get to vote. We have 3 nominations that have been selected, and we will present, and then we'll also interview the person who received the grant so you can hear about their work, and other people can also match that contribution or give a larger contribution based on whether or not they love the work. So we're going to be choosing a different person every month, or entity every month, that's doing positive work, and that's going to be something that grows. We want to get that to like a $10,000 US. I mean, the channel get big enough, we want to get that grant sizable. But we're starting with $100 humbly, and we want everyone to support us. If you want to be a part, join our monthly subscriber, our Patreon, and you can help us to build this network. So before
I pray to you.
Yes.
I pray to you. And one of the things we also want to mention also is the sharing. Because you see a lot of person are here and I say, oh, this money thing, and I might feel away. A share is also worth $1 million.
Yes.
So what I say? So we now have WhatsApp, we have so many other things within our little groups and things. Once something happen, once something positive is out there for the world to come to share it. It's very simple. So again, we just encouraging persons in this time, look on other races. Be truthful to yourself. I was just in Portland, and at the border of Portland and St. Mary, a Chinese has bought a plot, and it's 2 Chinese men building and living in the space. Alone, building a 3-story building. You right, tell them? So now, if they can do that, I am saying to you now, look into yourself and see the wonders that you can. You alone can dig up a whole mountain, dig up Ayatonga and the ones them, Yeah. We just accept people. Everyone have them role. Farmers are important, teachers are important, but media, information in this time, knowing that no Rasta must go to work tomorrow because them trim one of our brother, that is important in this time. And we're saying all medias. You know what you understand what I'm saying? Yes, that is how important information. Yes, give thanks, my Lord. And again, congratulations, seeing and love and honor for the example. The family, more again, lift my thumb after the wife and the youth them.
Yes.
Because more time I sit down in that chair, and I know say, we know. See? So again, your family, your empress, and your youth them, we want to also acknowledge them in this time and say to them, congratulations also. Medasi.
You touch a key point, because my queen is very overstanding to I. She's also one of the producers of this show. I couldn't do anything that I do without my queen, so I have to big up my queen. My youths, they just more tease me, but I'm working on them. You know what I mean? I have teenagers, so anything you do as a father to teenagers is like you can't do nothing right.
He's a great old soul of young man. If they on internet and all that, man. Come on, man. Same thing I daughter say. And again, why I have to use this medium, 70,000. Big up all the youths them in Jamaica who just take pep and who have received what they have worked for. Give thanks. It's your turn again. We are here to support you. No school in Jamaica is a bad school.
Yes.
I go to college with these teachers. All of us who had reasoning. All of us know what to do. All we're saying is no. Parents, let us be parents. Youths, let us be youths. And let us move forward positively. With that, again, family seed, give thanks.
Yes. I'm going to give everyone a chance to block their final sound. We're past 10 o'clock, but I want to, again, give thanks. to the community that we're building. For I, that's the joy, to get to know the community, to be able to highlight people. I tell people the interviews are 2 hours long. They say so long, and then to see when they say the thing done already, So I love the fact that people are getting a chance to share their journey, how they want to share it, you know what I mean, and not be rushed because you're talking about the emperor and the interviewer want to talk about something else. No, this is a Rastafari platform. We want to talk about Empress Men for an hour. We do that, you know what I mean? So I love that part of it. And hearing people's journeys, we've captured so many people's journeys, what brought them to Rastafari. And a lot of young people listen. So they hear, how many people came into the liberty in their teenagers as elders. And it really is having an impact. Most of our audience is in Africa, and I know by the analytics and the messages that we get. So the main impact, and that's why a lot of the views are on replay, because right now is the middle of the night on the continent. So a lot of people watch in the morning. But it's so important, because a lot of people in Africa, they're only hearing reggae music. They don't get the stories and the testimonies and to hear and see, oh, there's an engineer, he's a Rastafari, there's an architect, medical doctor, farmer, market person. They're getting to see a wider spectrum as young people on the continent about what, so they don't have to relinquish their academics or their vision of whatever they were doing to become Rastafari express in their passion now, So we love that. So I'm going to allow everyone to say a final sound. Give thanks to everyone who was here live. We still want $18 to hit $70, 70,000 subscribers. We're raising $70 tonight. We're building the muscle. Ras Roots came in with $2 attribution. Big up yourself, Ras Roots. So $18 now is necessary for us to reach that goal. So while we get the ceiling sounds, feel free, give a $5, a $10. You want to seal it one time, you can do that too. Big up yourself, Lion Pride. Ras Pam J, we're going to start with there. Just give us your final sound.
Yes, all right.
In terms of thing and, bless up the family.
Yes, all right. Yes, all right. Mic check. Am I coming through, Aya? Can I
yes,
hear
sir.
I? All right. Yes, I give thanks, Ras Kwasi. As always, the I come true as the I should, as the I been doing, as the I will always do. This ecosystem the I had built is not only going to ascend into the highest of heights, because there's so many of I that need this ecosystem. And so many of I don't have the plug-in. This is a in to a world that many want to know and many are curious about. But we actually are doing the works. We're living the life. So I want those who haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, stop wasting time, subscribe. I want those who haven't joined the Patreon, stop wasting time, join the Patreon. I want those who haven't had the opportunity to witness some of these live events, when you have some of these iconic figures on here from all walks of life, whether it be the biggest of the biggest name of the little man, I have them. So I just give thanks to Ras Kwasi for just being that strength for the community worldwide, and just keep going forward. And Iman is here to support the I and support the network and support all of I works. So just know that once this reasoning is final, when I forward, I will be sending my attribution to the I to hopefully bring it over that amount we need. I couldn't use my phone because I'm on my phone to do the business. So you see, but yes, so just keep doing the I works, and I give thanks. And the only way the I them can reach I is right there on the screen. Palm J every day.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
And
Everything
super
the item want to know is
super
on there.
citizen too. Super citizen.
Yes, I. Yes, I.
Yeah, man. So
Yes, I.
big up yourself. And I'm happy to announce Marty Lava, who give me the most problem in my comment section, coming in with a $20. So this shows you the love that we have, because every episode this brethren disagree with everything, you know. But we are not a yes man factory over here. I always say that we're not a yes man factory. I don't like being space everybody agree with I, because that to me dangerous when everybody has said the same thing and we don't have no kind of variance. So big up yourself, Martin Lava. You give one heap of problems, but you part of a family, and we love that. You know what I mean? All of us play our role. I stick. Give us your final sound, King.
Yeah. Yeah, give eyes is enough alright for the platform, because you don't know that the Almighty works and we are doing it. So give eyes to all powers, you know. They man give eyes to everyone on the panel, you know. Isn't it? Yeah, man, give eyes to them presses them, you know. Yeah, I be forwarding upon the seal up on Empress when I also see back Kushites and all the ones them Chihuahua and other ones them I don't know them name, man. Jordan, it's just make the works continue, man, because I just said there, you know, because every generation have a mission to fulfill arbitrary, so we just go and yard and do the righteous side and keep it there, so because I just said there is my idea, so if I see this IY and it will be a fulfilling energy, you know, to CRC. So the ones in first forward out to CRC 11th of July, yeah, up in the gym, you know, yeah, next door, the Marriott Country Yard Hotel, you know, right on Ligani Golf Club, because for the ones that know, say the Asian place there is, I say it have a more symbolical lights. I know, say, you know, it's a concert where ones can forward and carry them youth like what Judah showed there, them, and, you know, say, you know, I go hear certain things where like you go to some place for hear, you know, moral and principle. So, I just the works there, you know, so we just keep it up the sun, just know there's a continuation. So, I just love and righteousness, you know. And humility, because the Almighty, the governor of all things, we just can't do it. Isn't it? So I just think that I give us to the earth. See if all right?
Yes,
go on
sir.
for the platform.
And there will be a farmers market at the Conscious Reggae concert as well. So the brethren them are building in the agriculture into the whole vibe. So we love that. You know what I mean? Conscious Reggae concert going to be a whole energy, bring the whole family, Abyssinian. The thing is, you know what I mean? I wish I could be there as a sponsor where I could contribute economically. And these are the things when we build this platform to where it's supposed to be, we'll be able to come in as a sponsor, not just to cover the event, but to help fund it. You know what I mean? So these are the things. And then we get the content, they get the support, the audience gets the experience. You know what I mean? It's a win-win all around. But if we don't do that, nobody... Hennessy don't want to sponsor no Rastafari event, and we don't want Hennessy. You know what I mean? So we have to have our own platforms them to support our thing. And that is one of the things that we have as one of our goals here at Lion Voice Network is, again, to be able to sponsor events. Bongo Wisely, yeah, I can give us your final sound.
Yes, I give thanks, Rastafari. Yes, well, my final sound will be more in the form of a request.
Yes.
Because currently I'm going through some challenges, you know, with my vision.
Please share.
Rastafari. Yeah, man. Well, I was supposed to have had surgery for cataract in February gone, you know, which was through the Cuban Eye Clinic program.
Yes.
But then we all should be aware of the fact that the President of America, Donald Trump, recently put pressure on all of our governments who had that relationship with the Cuban government that they must stop the Cuban program. So as I say, I was supposed to have had the surgery in February, but due to that injunction by Donald Trump, I now have to go and face the private sector. And doing my research, it would cost about 6,000 EC dollars, about just below 3,000 US dollars.
Okay.
Yes, as His Majesty says, seek and ye shall find, ask and it shall be given unto the eye. So to the listening community at this time, I would like to make that request that I am in the process of trying to raise 3,000 US dollars or 6,000 EC dollars to have the surgery done at a private entity in Ianola. So whatever the item could give, I would leave my contacts. My telephone number is 1758 728 9129. And the name where the item could utilize is not Bongo Wisely Tafari, but Burnet Sealy, which is the name on my ID card, my passport. BURNET SEALY. And whatever you can send via MoneyGram or Western Union, I would appreciate love it. You know, it would go a long way in helping me to deal with that cataract surgery, because of late it has been getting worse and worse. Although I do a lot of natural treatment in terms of using, you know, castor oil. I use the raw honey, drop the honey in the eye, all of these things. It has been working, but I guess
and what we can do,
because over the years I've been wearing glasses.
Bongo Wisely,
yes,
what we can do, I'm gonna get your information and put it in the description of this video, so anybody watching can just go to the description and be able to link the eye directly. And then also what we can do is do a special episode where we test out the ecosystem, we bring the eye on, and we try to get those contributions live. That's just 300 people giving $10. You know what I mean? This is how we have to think. You know what I mean? It's not hard, you know. It's just how we approach a situation. The elder have a request, 300 people just bam, $10, boom, it done. And the elder go and get him surgery. This is one of our legendary elders family, agronomous in St. Lucia, one of the brethren who set the pathway for Rastafari in St. Lucia. So it's an honor for us to be able to strengthen an elder like this as a family. So we'll bring the eye forward, Bongo Wisely, and we'll do a special episode, and we try to knock out that.
Yes, also let me just clean up. Let me just say, well, I'm also the immediate past president of the Caribbean Rastafari Organization, which is an institution I within the Eastern Caribbean islands have established to kind of bring the Rastafari family together as one. As His Majesty say, we must organize, centralize, and come as one. Yes. So the Caribbean Rastafari Organization has been in existence for 27 years now. And we keeping the fire burning. The current chairman is from St. Kitts Nevis, Ras Iroy. And, you know, so we're hoping that, you know, the growth of the Rastafari community throughout those regions will continue to improve. So I give thanks again for the opportunity, Kwasi, to be on the Lion Pride program. And I give thanks for the success which the program has been making. You know, we right now with 74,000 subscribers, which is great, you know. We give thanks for the work, and as it continues to uplift and edify the wider community, it brings us closer even with our family over on the motherland as well. Because I know there are a number of ones tuning in at this point in time. So family, it was an honor, Kwasi, to be on this program celebrating the 74,000 subscribers. And as we say, to the powers of Kadamawi, Haile Selassie, we know that all things are possible. So give thanks, family. Rastafari, one perfect love.
All right, give thanks, give thanks. Sister Fanai, is the eye still there? Yes, give us your final song. You're on mute, Sister Fanai.
Oh, excuse me. I had someone come to the door. Forgive me.
No problem, no problem. Yes, any
I just
final
want to
song?
congratulate the eye again on the 70,000 subscribers. And I really want to full encourage everyone to really, I've been hearing a lot of asking for donations and things like that. But I think if we pivot our mindset from one of lack to realize that Rastafari are one of the coolest children on the face of this green earth.
Yeah, man.
And there are a lot of there are a lot of ones on the planet that would support a lot of things that we do. But I think we're just looking in the community for support instead of welcoming ones like His Imperial Majesty built Ethiopia with a lot of folks from all over the world, all religions,
yes,
all different type of folks who we probably today wouldn't speak to.
Yes.
And I think that's shooting us in the foot because we're not welcoming a lot of other ones who really see us as leaders. And they would gladly give $70,000 in one sitting or $7,000 in an hour.
Exactly.
So I just want to have the full courage to them to really stop being a walking contradiction. Not, in general in the Rastafari community, we burn fire, burn fire, burn fire. But a wise Rast once told fireman and firewoman come to put out fire and save life. If it's just a bun fire, all you do is create like a system of arson. You're just an arsonist. You burn down the place and you're not really build. So we have to welcome ones who see the Rastafari community without selling out. Who really see the Rastafari community as leaders of this great planet and welcome their help. Because even the enemy is supposed to be our footstool. So if you let the enemy come and do his job and you delegate responsibility to your enemy so you can put up your foot and make him the enemy your footstool, you gotta always want to ask for something. So I just want to be able to create some ecosystem that not only survive but to thrive. And just hearing the needs of the community today I was about to launch something, but I think I need to launch it sooner because we need it more than ever. We're kind of bleeding out at this point.
Yeah, man.
Give thanks again.
No, it's serious. It's serious. And I was telling someone, because someone, every now and then people call me and give me orders of what they feel I should be doing as a lawyer, and I had to tell the person that, I had to remove myself from the reactive side of the fight to come to the proactive side in terms of generating a revenue and being part of that engine, because being on the reactive side, it's necessary. You have to have those soldiers, but if you don't have anyone else, and it's a lonely over here, Sister Fanai can tell you, you're lonely on the front side of the people who are actually generating the resources for keep the family strong. So we need soldiers on this side. We need soldiers on both sides. But right now, I put 20 years in on the other side. I'm now, humbly coming on the proactive side of the movement. So for those who want to call me and tell me what me to do, I'm just humbly asking some grace. You will see the big picture. In 10 years from now, you will see the big picture, but you have to just allow me, let me do what I do, because you can see even with our beloved Asian, that is measly money, that should be a blink and that gone, but myself, wait till myself and Sister Fanai start build some satellite with breadlocks, and we have put up some satellites and some line of Judah link, with a Starlink, some line, there's so much we can do, because our youths them that we employ, they're going to be the ones building the technologies, they're going to be the ones that are running the aerospace program, and doing all of that. So We're not thinking small. Just give us patience, give us grace. We're asking that, family. And support. Be active and support. And when Sister Fana is ready to launch whatever she's launching, we're going to ask her to come forward on this platform. And again, the same thing. We're going to ask 50,000 people spend $10 with Sister Fanai. You know what I mean? We want our thing fully funded day one. We have that power, you know what I mean? And we're not going to stop chanting it until we see it manifest. Because what you think Sister Fanai going to do with $500,000? Right away, people get liberated. You're going to call people and employ them, you know. We know this history. That is what's going to happen. So when we invest and we feed the ecosystem, we're freeing people. You know, we're able to grab people out of the matrix and put them full-time to work for Rastafari Pan-African mission. That's how we have to look at this. Most of us have to go back and forth between the matrix and the works to feed our families. You know, we want to completely be able to come out and be able to just focus on what we're building in the future, this new heaven and this new earth. You know what I mean? So we definitely do give thanks. I'm missing all of this. After that, Empress D come with a $20. So what we say, we are crushed the 70, we got $90 now, you know, family. And then Pam J every day say, you think say you go out there and we only $110, that in the family. So this is a muscle that we're working. We show that we can do it and exceed the goal. We set the goal. And again, we're just doing these as exercising the muscle. We're just putting out the goal. It's not about the dollars, because we have the dollars. You know what I mean? Everybody have flat screen TV. Everybody buy them $50 bag of herb. You know, 1 year say we don't have no money anymore, because we have it. It's just how we spend it, how we allocate it. You know what I mean? And if we do it like Susu and we put that capital in the hands of the workers all at one time a little bit, we are going to, in 12 months, I guarantee you the face of Rastafari change. I guarantee that. If we get 100,000 people around the world, $10, you know what I mean? I guarantee in 12 months, the whole thing change and put the money in the hand of the workers. So we're not funding people not doing any work. We're finding the people doing the work and we're putting the capital in their hands, and just, if they want to pay bills, fine. But we know they're going to produce because they have been producing. So we're not guessing. You know, and even if they don't, even if they run away with the money and we never see them, it only costs you $10 or $5. You know what I mean? And it's a dear judgment if they don't use the money for positivity. We're hearing an echo. I'm hearing an echo. But Breadlocks, yeah, I can give you a final sound.
Yes, I. We're just asking all persons to mute. Of course, we all know about the media. Once we're not sounding, you know, we have to just mute our own platform. In sealing this evening, you know, reflecting on the words of His Majesty, I am not just the Emperor of Ethiopia, but I am the Emperor of all Africans. I is not just here to serve Rastafari. I is here to serve all Africa and to see that the Africa redemption. And we are saying it is time for Africa to own its own. It is time for Africa to be able to use its resources to the development of its own. I don't want to be on a platform when I say something, it is banned and my people cannot get it. It is very simple. I want to be myself. I want to be black. I want to be African. I want to be Kush. I want to be Rastafari. Any positive title that you put on yourself, depending on the level and where you are, once it reflects Kush, that is what we are aiming for. Thank you for supporting us. 70,000 on one platform. So therefore, on all other platforms, we are looking forward to 70,000 and more.
Yes.
iHeart Radio personally is here to serve the community and as such. I say I bridging of CRC please call I. We cannot have an event like this and it is not streamed live. And we don't, you understand? We will talk about that. We will work about it because we have days and years for work together. So it's not about that. What we're saying is equitable exchange. And what we're saying is unity. The Haile Selassie High School and all institutions that were established by His Majesty, it is our divine duty to support it. I am again asking all persons to support Haile Selassie High School, July 1st, the graduation of the youth. It will be streamed on iYard Radio, and of course the community I will be reaching out to be able to facilitate the stream, but we have to take responsibility for what our ancestors have left for us and also create things that our youths will be able to look at and say, okay, how can I lift this further? Give thanks, my Lord. Give thanks, Empresses. Love and honor across the globe.
Give thanks, give thanks. And I just want to remind everyone, tomorrow we have a special episode featuring the Royal Queen Aisha Bell, also featured on the Conscious Reggae Party pop-up episode. So tomorrow, check it out. We're going to be live with Sister Aisha Bell. Big up to all of the ones them who are doing the work. Again, we want to highlight that. Ancient Chihuahua, can I bless us with any final sound?
Yes, honor to be amongst such distinguished brothers and sisters, you know. I want to say we're on the right track. We're moving in the right timing. A new faculty of thinking is always necessary for the establishment and the building of the Rasta Nation, which will connect to all Black nations globally. Yes, we are the resources. We are our resources, our own resources. There are many things I'm working on. I know a few people directly on the panel right now that I've known for many years. I look forward to working with iYard. I will be getting in touch with brother soon. I'm here now in Jamaica. We'll be on the July 11th presentation, Conscious Reggae Concert, 3rd annual. I'm residing with Sir Leroy Siblis of the Bright Beam Records. There'll be many things will be coming forward. They'll be speaking off the media, you know. Continue because we're at war right now. So my words
I pray the elder. I pray the elder. Kwasi, please mute, please.
Hold on,
Kwasi.
hold on. Yes, I see, sorry.
Yes, I pray the elder.
Yeah. So, yes, I'm looking forward, as I say, to speak with Sister Panay also. I've known her for many years. And so I need to really get back in touch with her. I've been trying to reach out to her. I've been calling her and I've not gotten an answer, response. I don't try to expose everything that I'm doing. I'm here, and we have to learn to build in quietness and in silence, because that is how successful people become successful. We are at war, as I say again, but we are not warring with anyone. But we're Rasta, you know, we don't fight against no one. Jah fight our battles. We just build what Jah tell us to build. We just unify ourselves, knowing that we must look at this world and creation in a different light. Cannot keep responding to the actions of the world and the worldly people. Because we have work to do and the Almighty put things in our hands to get the work done. The work is not our own personal work, but it's the work of the Almighty. So the Almighty ordained all of us to do the work. So we must recognize certain things and we must know how we connect. Because the revolution is evolution. And the mission is alignment. So many of us is online, but we're not aligned. So alignment is the mission, to become aligned, not just with one another in a unified manner, but to be aligned with the Almighty. But before we can be aligned with the Almighty, we must know how to find the Almighty. We must be able to recognize the Almighty. This is a real thing, and such reasoning goes deeper into other realms of consciousness, because we are talking about consciousness. And that is what is separating us today, because our consciousness have been attacked and have been damaged and under control of others. So how do we retrieve our consciousness so that we can align ourselves together and become unified, inner and outer unification? This is the things that's a question. So many of our belief system and biases will be challenged. And that is when you begin to separate, you see the separation, because consciousness is not like we think it is. It's a different thing. So I'm looking forward to really aligning myself with the consciousness of the Almighty that flows to each and every one of us, and the movement of immortality and divinity, which we, each and every one of us, encapsulate. I'm speaking strength and power. I hear everything. And the solution is in our hands, literally. Like I say again, we are in an era where destruction is heavy. So we have to speak certain things outside of media realms, So I don't want to get deep into conscious thought, because consciousness is under control, is under attack, So we have to speak one to another. And so whatever this evening, I know who I ought to speak with. And even then, that is not a deciding factor, So when I meet with Ayad and Sister Fanai to reconnect with her, I will know at that very moment what it is, what time it is. Each of us doesn't realize that we are always being tested. This is a test. This program this evening is a test. The Almighty test everybody. So we are in a test right now. And it's not a failure or a passing thing, It's a truth thing. The truth thing, Because money is money. Money is their God. But value is our God. Value is the magnet that attracts money. See it, and we are the resources of value. We are the most valuable people amongst all humans. We are the most valuable.
Yes.
And we must unite on this value principle and this value precept. We must unite based upon value. And not money, because, money, the wealth of the righteous is held up,
Give
by the
thanks.
wicked. So yes, we must unite ourselves, and as the brethren say, if you get 80,000 people, let's say, and you give each of them give $1, $80,000 that.
Right.
You can pay me 80,000, give $100. Do the maths, So it's not a question that we don't have the money. We just don't have the mind.
The mind. We have to
That's why
train
the
the
new
mind.
faculty, that's why the new faculty of thinking will be the
Yes.
greatest weapon that we will have. And then to vanquish fear, which is a traitor who whispers treason every day to each and every one of us, cause us to do things that we know is not right to do, but fear convinces us that it's okay to do these things, you know? But all it is a test. It's just a test.
Yes,
I
sir.
will give you what we ask for our desire. So I give
Yes.
thanks for this time. My phone kept cutting out on me, overheating, and that's why you saw brief moments of absence.
Yeah, man, no
Um,
problem.
so Jah has brought things together.
And
So
give thanks. And I want to tell the people to watch the episode with Ija Noah and Chirawa. It's one of our classic episodes, bridging them by the fireside. Also, we put out a clip of just the acoustic performances. So if you want to just see the musical performances, we have that clip as well. But one of my favorite episodes, just the vibes and the energy and the visuals and thing, and really raise the bar in terms of how we want to present. Because as we get more budget, I want to be on site, be able to fully mic so we get the good audio of the performances and these kind of things. So, we're constantly stepping up the quality of the presentation, because this is good because we're doing it. And I tell any creative, just start with where you are. It don't have to be perfect. Start, do it, and then you refine it because a lot of time we want the thing perfect, so we don't do anything. But it takes time to do anything. So just start, work on it as you get the resource and you refine. And that's what we're doing with this platform. And I do give thanks for the Chihuahua as
Brother Kwasi.
Yes,
Brother Kwasi, I will ask you to please deliver the connection, my phone number.
Yes.
To Ayad, so that I can connect with Ayad. And also, please send my number to Sister Fanai and let her know that I'll be calling her. But I would like you to give her my number.
Yes.
As a backup. And those two people I will be contacting and speaking on a particular level. And I will speak with you also.
Okay.
Because this
Brother
is a
Chawara,
serious,
I texted you just now. I have the same number.
Did you hear Sister Fanai? She right away.
Yeah. And this is very important. You see the coconut behind me?
Yes.
I text you. I'm not certain, but I.
What that now?
She said she texted you.
Okay, good. I'll get it. And you see the phone came answer right now.
Yes, And you said you're there with Leroy Sibbles. Did I hear correct that you're there with Leroy Sibbles?
Yeah, man. That's my blood,
Okay, so I'll be calling you. We need to hear from Leroy Sibbles and Lion Voice too.
Yeah, we'll be doing some things together. Like I said, I don't like to talk out of turn.
You can't talk for him. You can't talk for him.
No. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying, brother.
Okay.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying talking for anyone.
Yes.
I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So everything is good when it comes to that. You know where it's gonna go anyway.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? You know what, man, already.
Yeah, man. Perfect love. Perfect love.
All things good.
Man. We give thanks. We give thanks for the manifestation and just to be living in this hour, and seeing the gathering come together in real time. That is my gratitude to the Most High, His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I. Johnny Johnson, we need to hear the final sound. Then we're going to Queen Mother. We'll go to I Brave and we can see with Queen Mother Moses. Johnny Johnson, our elder, are you ready to block your sound? Elder Johnny Johnson, one of our great elders and supporters of the channel. Are Are you there? Reverend Johnny Johnson. All right, Johnny Johnson will leave and hopefully he'll come forward. Sister I Brave, give us your final sound.
All right, so I'm still giving thanks to the Most High for everything that He has done and all that He is about to do. I want to say give thanks to everyone on the platform. I'm very new. I don't remember your name, the host. I was trying to zoom in on your name.
The chance match Kwasi.
Oh, Sir Kwasi.
Yes.
It's a pleasure. I really do
Yes.
give thanks and keep going stronger, powerful work that you're doing. I pray and send it out in the universe that the Most High will continue to guide you and
Amen.
right things to do, and your family for being so understanding, as the young man said before, because these things take time for real. Because I think that things used to be like, whoop, you snap your finger and everything come in place. But it really do take time, and it's really a powerful thing to see that you're taking time to do this beautiful platform that you have. And I'm thanking the Most High that I met Ija Noah. Big up Ija Noah. Big up yourself, Ija Noah.
Yes, big up
So,
Ija Noah.
so friends to I and him love what we are doing with the youth them, and him support the youth them, football and all kind of stuff. Um, it's just a powerful movement, to be honest. I've been chanting Down Babylon for the longest while. No one know about I Brave until now, because as I said, John know the time when to do what him a do and make able to people them. So me just give thanks for me in the and have some right people. Chihuahua, give thanks for the statement them where you make a while ago, the word songs that come out of your powerful, like I could have sit down in your class and listen to you for the whole day and want to come back to class tomorrow. I mean, I like class business, but yeah, man, the words sound very powerful, Chihuahua. If I call your name powerful enough. Keep going stronger, and he was a big support too for the youth, them and help out with the youth, them. So I really do have to give thanks. You get what I'm saying? And it's
Yes.
when you focus on the community, it don't matter if it's your child, focus on the youth them in the community. Look out for the youth them. I know that you have a special love. Everyone's supposed to have a special love for their, like, for them pitney, you get what I say? But when you show the rest of youth them love, and put the youth them down, look out for the youth them, to that them not bust no gunshot, them not bleach out them skin, them pants not done at them bottom, them not sing no nasty song through the community and nasty morning to the elders them, like we need to bring back our roots and culture in a Jamaica, me I say,
Yes.
the world anyhow. But me I talk about this part me live. And I really do give thanks for this event that's coming up, CRC, Almighty Father. I could have go there, but I'm not going there. I'm just giving thanks. It's a moment of giving
Yes.
thanks. And
Yes.
I just give thanks that the Most High placed me here the right time. I used to think that I'm pushing myself too much, but no, I was pushing myself for now, today, in this moment, right now. So I get all of the love and support from these great people that I'm meeting nowadays. So I really do give thanks to the universe to try and show me something different and more embrace it with a lot of love and upfulness and do the right thing, continue to take care of the youth and sing more uplifting songs so that it can help to heal the nation, what I say? And heal the earth, heal the people them off the earth. Just give thanks to the Most High, steer me in the right way, because I could have out there with the dolly girl then, and I
Yes.
not done fund them because them are human too, and they can't change, because if I come out of Babylon, they can't come out too. So
True.
give thanks for everything, Rasta.
Yeah, man. Seal us with a singing song. Give us the sweet sounds of I Brave, just for give away a little ceiling. Because people are get used to the eye and them for know the talent where you have to.
Give thanks. They wanna pick this beautiful rose in the garden. Here I am. Here I am. I'm the beautiful rose in the garden. Here I am. Here I am. Prime Minister, me know you have a heart. So help guide the youth them from out of the dark. We are suffer, we are beg a little chance. Your dirty system a pluck out we ask. Yes, we know about you have what heap to do. But the youth them a depend on you. Fail pave the way and help us go through. Cup and we face we not stop from screw. You can start with some brand new plan. Help build some factory, set some foundation. Peace and love, we are pray for this land. Lightning and thunder gonna make you see your plan. A brand new world, a brand new day, a brand new feeling. We want a brand new life. My sweet mama, I love you forever. Your love has set me free. Them think them clever, doing whatever. Mama love will always be with me. As long as the sun keeps shining down on us and our vessel is clean. We sailing on to perfection. Tired to see our people close with your hand. 500 piece in a 3-baht pan. Oh, what a Jamaican woman so strong. My sweet mama, the Rasta love you forever. Your love has set me free. Them think them clever, doing whatever. Mama love will always be with me. Boom. That is it, you know.
Mightyful. I tell you, I brave. I know you'll get some support today. I see the emojis. Put some emoji in the comment section if you love the sounds of I Brave. Want to see some fire emoji. Want to see some red, gold, and green heart. Some lightning strike. Want to see all of them things there in the comment section, family, globally. These are the artists that you will see on Lions Voice Network. We're going to ask Sister Ibrave to come forward by herself so we can hear her origin story. She can step in at the Lion Talk time machine. We hear, where she forward from, how she sight up His Majesty, all of them things there. And that is why this platform is important, because we are a platform that cares about that part of the journey, not just the music. We want to know who is the person, who is the vessel, where the vessel forward from to bring this, you know what I mean? And we want this to be all of our artists to feel safe, to come here when they're promoting their project and know that, yes, you're going to get a chance to really block up anything where you want block up on the platform, as long as it makes sense. You know what I mean? So, I Brave, this is just part one. We don't do just one time on platform. We don't even know what that look like. You know what I mean? So we will be in touch with the eye to come forward, and you will see her live at the Conscious Reggae concert, July 11th. Make sure you're there. History in the making. Reverend Johnny Johnson, are you there? Good Reverend, are you there? Nigos, Kamal. Yeah, you have any sound you want block? Nigos, Kamal, Atu. It's only the eye and dreadlocks alone could have come on with your camera off too, you know.
Yes, greetings, Rastafari.
Yes, any final sound?
Yes, give thanks for the eye, centralizing and organizing I and I Rastafari throughout the globe. Give thanks for the works that for everyone coming on Lions Voice Network. Looking forward to see more unification going on amongst I and I people throughout the diaspora. Hold on, let me put the camera on. Where's
Yeah, I see a Barrington Levy in the foreground. You have to turn on your camera because I don't know the eye. Barrington Levy, turn on your camera if you want to come on the stage and block a sound. You have to turn on your camera because I don't know if it's the real Barrington Levy or it's just a man named Barrington Levy. I don't know is who, but we need to see the face and make sure it's not somebody just causing problems. So put on your camera and you will be allowed to come forward, Barrington Levy. Sorry, Nigos, come on, block your song. And then we're gonna seal up with Queen Mother Moses.
Yes, you hear now?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was just saying, give thanks for the great works that the eye and everyone is doing. And representing his Imperial Majesty and her Imperial Majesty. And do especially with the food sovereignty. Definitely give thanks for that. Looking forward to hearing more about the food sovereignty and any works on helping Rastafari and our Pan-African people to repatriate to Africa.
Give thanks, Nigos Kamal. And I'm glad you said that because we have a whole vibration around food sovereignty. The next episode of Lion Talk, we have a brethren, Ross Eric, who is dealing with black food sovereignty here in the States. They're dealing with watermelon. They're connecting black farmers all up and down the East Coast. They're going to be shipping watermelon from the South all the way up to New York and beyond. We're going to have him on, and this is a black food sovereign food system being developed. We're going to have him on the next episode of Lion Talk. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be awesome. And we're going to be doing a lot of content around food and farming and Rastafari, the concept of Rastafari food sovereignty, which is a little bit different than black food sovereignty, because black food sovereignty is good, necessary, but you might have black man where transport pork on a truck. That couldn't be I and I. You know what I mean? A Pan-African might want him jerk pork, but that is not I and I. So we need a sovereign system as Rastafari where we know say I and I produce now go travel on the same truck as the pig them, the hog them in the hog pen. We have a ITAL standard that we're developing that's going to be separate from the overall, but they may overlap where it makes sense, the black food system and the Rastafari system, but we have to ensure the integrity because we have a unique eating and a way of living that not all black people share, you know what I mean? So that is a reality. And we're going to have a lot of content on that coming up. So stay tuned for that. Johnny Johnson, this is the last chance. You have anything you want block, Reverend Johnny Johnson? We're getting ready to seal up. My wife has given me a whole heap of overtime tonight. I tell the item, but we can't push it too far because I look away. So keep the Moses alive because you know what I mean? I'm big up to the Queen, who is very tolerant of I and I. You know what I mean? Because we're supposed to seal at 10, but the Lion Pride's so huge now. We couldn't just do a 2-hour. We had to do a 3-hour broadcast. And big up everyone who contributed. We were trying to raise $70 US for the 70,000. We have raised $110. We exceed, we hit 70 and we kick down that, gone to 110. So big up the Lion Pride. It makes me feel so good to see the support. And again, we're just testing the muscle. So little by little, soon that's going to be 70,000. And we won't even blink as a Lion Pride when we manifest 100,000 just in a one bloop, bloop, $10, and we manifest 100,000. We're going to have that power as a community soon. We're just testing the muscle. We're testing it. So don't worry yourself. We're on our way. We're going to seal up with one of our living legends. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about the Queen Mother of Cassava Peace, the Royal Queen Mother Moses. Please give us your final sounds.
Well, you know our mystic, right?
Yes.
$110 we're making right now. It's 11:10. So you know what I say. That is right. It's a sea of numbers. That's true. You see our mystic. See
Yes,
him,
sir.
sir. So we give thanks and know this. I and I are the ones we've been waiting on. No one else not coming to save us. We are the saviors we've been waiting on. We're talking about our youth. And of course, the Empress Queen Mother, Dr. Marcia Olive Stewart, I had to multitask and get my firstborn son to get me on the desktop so I could go and represent for our youth, Naya, and the Seal family. My Empress Queen Mother, Ifia Seals and Ras Sealer and the Seal family for the passing of our young lion.
Yes.
So I had to, doing the multitasking because none of I and I wearing one crown.
No.
I want to congratulate you and your family for the example you've set within I and I community. The international morality that you want to stand up for also. You all are an example for I and I to really look up to. I would give thanks for that. I'm not going to keep you long. We're sealing to know that the talk shop lock, only workshop open. For the BMW, the black man working, the BMW, the black matriarch working. That's what we are doing. We are building. And I want to big up Atlanta, I'm landing on there right now. Ija Noah and Elder Chuara, we're there, I actually have a show, I think the day before the Conscious Reggae Party in Jamaica with the Creatives for Peace. So I know I'll be there. So, beloved, I and I are the Global Run Pack. We are the Rastafari Unity Nation, Pan-African Collective for unity in the community with economic prosperity for the Africans, born at home and born abroad, living at home and living abroad. We now wait for no one else. His Majesty leave I and I as the ones to carry out what him said. And unity is the accepted solution. So we have to deal with it. Not true? Ubuntu. I am because we are. And all Rastafari said, I and I, because I am in the I and the I is in I. So please let us support one another. We done with anyone we're in. You see, Father deal with war. We have to look the other way and move the other way. For peace and love, I and I come to deal with it in the unity. So give thanks and congratulations again for this milestone that I and I have reached collectively. And I and I will continue to move forward together as one. For all these words, I give thanks.
Yes,
I'll bless. Yes, sir.
I'll bless. Barrington Levi, I'm going to let the eye give us a stealing because you put on your camera as an Asian. The eye time now. Stealing sound.
Give thanks, Rasquasi. So let me just tell this. It's not Levi, it's Levi. Barrington Levi. Original. Right. And I was before Levy. That's how him spell his name.
Okay.
Right? This is Levi.
Yes.
From the tribe of Levi.
Brother Tribal Levi,
Right?
give
I think
thanks for the
he is from the
correction.
same tribe, but he must change.
Yes.
Yeah,
Give
so
thanks for the
he must
correction,
change it
Elder,
to
please.
Levy, or he must spell it wrong then still.
Yes, I forgive I and give
Yeah,
thanks for the
and
correction.
I think you should know by now, I'm on the chaplain for your
Yes.
local 12.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so yeah, man, I follow your program from a long time before you reach the 60,000 and them
Okay.
things there. So we support you, everything. We watch the program all the time. And, like Queen Mother Moses said, with our support with Sister Queen Isia, who, had our last. So and I was there,
Yeah.
and see this, just as see this now, I come tune in and see what going. So congratulations on your 70,000. And I know you're going to see many more.
Yeah, man. And
Aye.
yes, we did mention earlier that there was a great tragedy in our community, so we wanna send out ISIS to the Seals
Yeah.
family. I mean, no one can imagine what they're going through right now. And this is why I say we don't have the
Right.
luxury not to come together as one. Because we have many that are depending on I, you know what I mean, for this victory, and many, that not gonna see the fullness, but that we owe our full effort to make it manifest for those who are our ancestors and who are not able to see in the physical. We have a responsibility, I who live, you know what I mean, to fulfill the mission and not get weary on this journey, So I want to give thanks, Elder, for everything that the I do, because we know said the I on battlefield, decades and decades, you know what I mean? I before I born the I them, I've been on the battlefield, So we want to acknowledge that, and I'm looking forward for when the I have your reasoning on the Lion Voice, so the I have to let I know. We want to get the I full history, you know what I mean, on the Lion Voice network. So please let I know,
Yeah, well, we don't do our things with alarm, so we just the forward ground, and that's support what we always do. No one don't say, we don't make the left hand know the right hand do. Like the Virgin said, we can't be talking too much, we just have to start work.
Yes.
And action more than the talking. So that's how it operates. So give thanks to the invite, and in the future, we'll be talking with each other. Rastafari.
Yeah, man, Rastafari. So there you have it, family. An hour and 17 minutes of overtime. I need to attend to the Queen now. So I'm going to have to call it a night. She's been very overstanding to you know what I mean? But we have to balance everything. We will return tomorrow night with the Royal Queen, Sister Aisha. So definitely tune in tomorrow as we feature the Royal Queen, Sister Aisha Bell, who has been holding it as a cultural artist. She also will be performing at the Conscious Reggae concert. So join us tomorrow for that special presentation. Also Saturday, we will be having our regular Reading Ras on the front line program on the Saturday. So stay tuned for the Reading Ras on the front line featuring our legendary Elder Ras Sekou Tafari. We'll drop the flyer for that tomorrow, Saturday at I believe 7 o'clock. So stay tuned for that. Sunday, we have our town hall meeting for our paid members. So we will be selecting our first recipient of the Lion Voice Network grant. We have 3 nominations. The 3 nominations are the Lalabella Institute, Priest Isaac's Homeschool Institute, and Mama G from out of Jamaica. So we will be voting on who's going to be the first recipient of our Lion Voice Network grant. And You can join the Patreon and vote, but you have to be a member for 3 months before you can nominate someone for the grant. To receive the grant, you have to be a member of our Patreon for 3 months, but you can vote as soon as you come in on our monthly. And we're going to do this every month, and we're going to try to interview the recipient of the grant about what they're doing, and again, ask the community to also contribute to that person. So we're leading by example, and again, everything we're doing is working this economic muscle. You know what I mean? Putting the capital in the hands of the workers. We want to get that as a part of the culture. You know what I mean? It's just a normal part of the culture. We want to put that in the culture now, where we just know, say, yeah, man, that person that do a great work, here, all a $10, all a $20, all a $50, all a $5. And the whole of we are do that, you know what I mean? And the money just a flow. It's a mindset, you know. So that is where we are. I do give thanks for everyone who was here live, everyone who has been supporting the platform. I them know that we're just getting started. As I said, we're like a toddler. We're not a baby anymore. When you reach 74,000 subscribers, you're not a baby. We're a toddler. You know, when the youth walk like this, you know, the legs, them just are coming, you know, them not too dead yet, you know. You still need like a balance, but we're moving. We're not creep again, you know what I mean? We are move around the house and we are pull things off a shelf, and you know what I mean? We're a toddler, and we're maturing. So as we get bigger things will come. But give thanks for all of the items who have been with us on the journey. I love each and every one of the items, and trust me, it's been a joy. And remember that we will never stop. Why? Because the time has come for the lions to tell our own story. And this is the Lion Voice. Ili?
Yo, blessed love. This is Max Breeze. It's time to tell them own story. See? God bless.
Blessed love. Yes, Lion Voice Network.
Amina, the time has come for the lioness to tell our own story. No surrender, no retreat. We are Jaja soldier. Rougher than the streets, tougher than a boulder. Bigging up Lion's Voice. Now put it. I Jollifer said that.
This is the Abyssinians. The time has come for the lions to tell our own story. This is the Lion's Voice. They had no fear, no fear at all. It was him must God, it was God, let him be praised. Him must God, it was God, let him be praised.
What are you waiting for? Come together, calling from near and far. Know who you are. What are you waiting for? Rally up, it's Exodus. What are you waiting for? Ancestors paved the way for us. Yes, I am Ketis Oyonde, asking, what are you waiting for to come together? The time has come for the lions to tell our own story. This is the Lion's Voice.
African pride, root of all nations, boy. I tried with the lion, the Rastafari. Lion of it tried with lioness like I too. Empress on the front line, we need you. Well, this is Medicine, the steady one, and you are now tuned in to the Lion's Voice Network. What the lion fought for do? Scorch them. Roast and parch them.
Empress Manel, and a young scientist. Your role universally unfold. Be told, Blessed love, this is Itege Idama, and it's time for the lioness and the lion's voices to be heard. This is the lion's voice, Rastafari.
Greetings, this is Warrior King, and the time has come for the lions and the lioness to tell their own story. This is the lion's voice. Give thanks and praise for the wonderful blessing that's been poured on me. Give thanks and praise. Jah use a yet an instrument to set the people free. Jah give her the powers to chant. Jah give her the powers to chant. Rastafari, the lion's voice.
The fittest of the fittest shall survive. My people, open your eyes. Wake up. Blessed love, this is Queen Omega representing for all lions and lionesses. With the lion's voice, we come to tell our story. Rastafari, live it. Hey, the lion's voice, Rastafari.
Yeah, David Dread of Steel Pulse, and I'm saying hail to the lion voice because it's time that the lion have its voice, have its own story. Says I'm stepping out here, hear me now. Oh, yeah, the lion's voice. Raw.
Well, lion voice, tell them that's the people first choice. Lion voice, make the lioness them feel nice. Lion voice, with the lion cubs we sacrifice. Lion voice, got to show the people them the life. Lion voice.